San, konnichiwa-chan. Konnichiwa Tamagotchi.
I feared making this video because of the way I would be perceived. An out-of-shape retard for taking my clothes off on the internet. Attention-seeking, autistic weeaboo, but mostly, I fear making people uncomfortable. But I shouldn't endure pain for the comfort of others. Walking around with an open wound, pretending I'm fine so nobody would have to see the blood. I fear speaking about my fetishes. But that's the funny thing about fear. We fear what we desire the most. I'm starving for pussy, and yet I run from the hairstylist because the only stylist available is usually a woman. And that's my problem. I can't manifest something I am in resistance to. Shame churns in my stomach, making me sick to the point that I can vomit. Word vomit. My darkest secrets crawling up my urethra spring to light. I feel shame for the actions of cartoon characters in my head. I feel guilt for something I'm not guilty of. Dirty, because the hands that touched me are my own, covered in cum. I will not take my virginity to the grave. I am not accountable for the sins of anime harlots, so why do I feel guilty? Dirty, responsible, as if I was the one who had chosen to be celibate. And when that eruption happened, I flew out of my body to escape, only to see in third person my body being violated by myself. In spirituality, they call this astral projection. In anime culture, they call it having a waifu, which is why I fear my girlfriend was completely made up. For the body pillow, it was just a couple of stains. For me, it was my life. A life in which I feared three-dimensional affection, attention, love. I feared what I had wanted the most. Meanwhile, you could go out in the world and get all of these things. You could get a loving relationship. The Dakimakura acted like nothing had even happened. This did not affect it in any way because it's just a body pillow. Meanwhile, I could not get pussy because I was too scared. I was scared for what the pillow had done. I was scared that a 3D girl would lie there, staring up at me, bored and uninterested like a dead fish. Just like my anime pillow. And yet, knowing all of this, the one thing that keeps me up at night is the fact that I still blame myself. So I ran for safety screaming, but no words were escaping, so I protected myself the only way I knew. I dressed myself in cosplay, portraying to the world that I was an independent gentle sir from Final Fantasy VII who didn't have time for love. But behind the shiny armor was no Cloud Strife, but rather a scared little weeaboo boy, terrified that my 2D fetish might take new form. But the Buster Sword is a heavy burden to carry, so I'm taking it off. Is it really worth fucking a body pillow if it also means I'm fucking myself?
Hello, my retards. It's me, omni-eris. And I come to you guys tonight with a heavy heart because I've done a lot of reflection. As you know, in recent days, I have finally admitted to both myself and the world that the earth is flat. And since that happened, I became almost high with excitement, and only excitement, guys. And I was so happy about this beautiful flat earth that we live on. But then I remembered that I was one of the biggest critics of the flat earth. And I attacked some people and said some very mean, horrible things about them. And it was wrong of me. It was really inappropriate. And there were some of them, like Jesse Spots, that I even tried to dig up information on about their past employment. That was not cool, guys. And I'm really sorry about that. It was terrible behavior, but in my defense, I was in a very dark place because living in the globe reality had just created this sense of creeping nihilism and dread. And so nothing mattered to me except being important. And you know what made me important? Defending the globe. But it didn't really make me important, guys. It made me look like a fucking jackass. The truth is that the earth is flat. And I'm just really sorry that I ever said otherwise. It was ignorant of me. And my heartfelt apologies, especially to you, Jesse. And I know I can never make it up to you for what I did by trolling you and telling everyone you were a troll. I hope I can undo the damage, though, because now I understand. Now it's clicking for me. I watch more of your videos. I try to think like you, and I see that you were right all along. You may not be right about everything, but you're pretty close to the truth. And so I'm just going to take you a lot more seriously from now on, which is what I should have been doing in the first place. And maybe one day we can talk about Fallout 4 together, because I know we both love that game. And I sided with the Institute the first time. What about you? I was wrong, though. Or was I? Who knows? All right, well, goodbye, guys, for now. But there are 2 more segments of Kooky Conspiratard Kool-Aid on the way. And please forgive me. Except for Lord Stephen Christ, who's probably watching this, really pissed off. Fuck you. All right, guys. Adios.
It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake. If the way is hazy, you gotta do the cooking by the book. You know you can't be lazy. Never use a messy recipe. The cake will end up crazy. If you do the cooking by the book, then you'll have a...
Bring it down, bitch. Let me see you back it up. Drop that ass down, load it, pick that motherfucker up. Bring it down, bitch. Let me see you back it up. Drop that ass down, load it, pick that motherfucker up. Now back that pussy, she's a motherfucker. Hey, back that pussy, she's a motherfucker. Now back that pussy, she's a motherfucker. Hey, back that pussy, she's a motherfucker.
It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake.
What?
If the way is hazy, you gotta do the cooking by the book.
What?
You know you can't be lazy. Never use a messy recipe.
What?
The cake will end up crazy. If you do the cooking by the book, then you'll have a...
Rub that shit, it's yours, bitch. Grab it, dick, it's yours, bitch. Rub that shit, it's yours, bitch. Grab it, dick, it's yours, bitch. Turn around, bitch. Put that ass on the nigga. Grind on the dick, make it get a little better. Turn around, bitch. Put that ass on the nigga. Grind that dick, get take that bitch.
You gotta do the cooking by the book.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have a vampire party tonight. We're gonna have a vampire party, alright. 'Cause we ain't got nothing better to do than stab vampires and drink a couple of brews. Conspirators, and gay shaman, psychic vampires, and Renato's nips. 'Cause we ain't got nothing better to do than stab vampires and drink a couple of brews. Yeah.
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 Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. There's already issues because Ron. already.
The fuck did I do?
You just
You
were
did.
here.
You did
That's
that
all.
beautiful black and white topless video. You're looking ripped and toned there, brother.
I gotta say, that's one of the best videos I've ever seen, Ron. Way to go.
Dude, it's motivation for me because it just really shows me how out of shape I actually am, because I got quite a good jiggle going on.
What do you mean? Do you have a fear of affection because of your body dysmorphia?
Yeah, just a little. No, like I just really need to tone up a little bit. There's a lot of pudge there. It's
people
too,
like
it's
that.
too much jelly. I don't think anybody's ready for this jelly, and I'm not ready to present it yet.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good Destiny's Child reference you worked in there, Ron. It took me a second to figure it out, though.
Yeah, it's not a crime, and it's not as if you're asking people for patronage based on taking your shirt off. Like, who was the lady who did that one?
Who was the what?
Was that you, Nicole, who did that weird?
Oh,
That
pop-up
was
thing?
Aaron Ecstasis.
Yeah, that was Aaron Ecstasis.
Oh,
She also
remember-
wrote and directed my video.
Yeah, in
And
spirit, though.
Teal Swan performed it.
Yeah.
They were there
I,
in
She's
the
a,
astral
she's a
plane.
better actor, so.
I only know Erin as not Teal.
Yeah, she wants to be Teal, though. She really wants
She's
to be
also
Teal.
she's also known as literally who the fuck is that again? That she goes by that name too.
Well, her most famous video is the one where she talks about her alien abductions experience and how the
Yeah.
aliens came to get her. But my favorite video from her, she was talking about how she used to work in some call center, and on her lunch break, she went out to talk to her friend, who's not her boyfriend. I think he's gay or something. I don't fucking know. And they were both talking about how reptilians and aliens are spying on them. And then all of a sudden, she heard slurping noises in the background of the phone call. And then when she went back inside the call center, she asked one of her coworkers if they believe in aliens, and the lady's eyes were like reptilian or something like that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
she's moving away from that, though. She's moving away from that. She's reinventing herself.
She's going to have a pole installed, and she's going to do stripping on the internet, apparently.
Oh, come on. We shouldn't say such things about a lovely young lady like Erin Ecstasis. I
No,
want to
she
take a
isn't.
look at her channel now.
She is actually a lovely young lady. If anything,
She did try to flag down my video because I pointed out that she's a fucking fraud. So there, no matter how nice you think she is like a nasty little bitch for that.
Yeah.
One of her videos is called Titty Talk, everyone, in case you're wondering if she's worried about being objectified.
She also
she has her
got
arms
to,
out like this in the thumbnail, not wearing a bra.
Yeah,
And it's,
nice.
in fairness, it's modest. Like she's not showing off cleavage, but she's just like titty talk on either side of her tits. And I'm like,
Yeah.
come on now. You've been wanting to take your shirt off for a while, lady. I can tell.
And she does I think it's $200 for a faked vibrator orgasm online.
No, that's
Um,
Unicole. That's Unicole.
That's Unicole. Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry, Erin.
Erin's given up scamming. She doesn't scam so far as I can see anymore. And when she did, it was like $20 for a reading. So she was just dipping her toes in the water. I guess it was a little too cold for her.
I think Aaron's a good person, just hidden behind a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
Listen to this video title.
Make up for lack of a personality kind of thing.
In reference to the new Ghostbusters movie, she has this video. Ghostbusters taught me a lesson of self-acceptance. Okay. All right, then.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What?
Well, there you go, Aaron. We don't
which
even have
which one and how?
the new one, and I don't know how. I didn't
The
watch it.
newest? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not watching that shit either. But I need
Well-
to accept that I'm a woman and that I bust ghosts with my vagina.
It taught her how to accept the power within herself to fight off supernatural forces. So,
Why is she not doing? Still talking about bollocks all over the internet.
yeah, or just making an ass of herself. But, Aaron, we don't have any videos of you tonight, so it's okay.
I think she's an okay person. She's just histrionic and wants to scam people, but doesn't quite have the know-how or the courage to be
Yeah.
as blatant about it as the rest of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just have to really act like you know what you're talking about, and she clearly doesn't.
Right. Well, she also tried to change the definition of psychic. So psychic isn't a person with magical powers. A psychic is just an intuitive person. So she's trying to make it like it's like a culture or something.
Yeah. So
it's so fucking dumb. This God. That's like saying we're neo-natives. You're just picking a word and like, hey, we're the tunnel snakes. We're the psychics. You're just trying to. Whoa, what am I looking at here?
I want to bring everyone some Christmas joy. So now this is a ripoff of Dan Pratt's famous classic song, "All We'll Hate for Christmas Are the Jews." But I think that her version of it's pretty good too.
I think so.
I missed that song. That was a good one.
I wish Dan Pratt would come on sing it, but you know him, he's always busy.
So we're
ironing his grade tank top.
We're considering hiring this lady to be our musical coordinator for the show in the new Empire.
The pay is really good too. We will pay a lot of money because we make a lot of money off of this.
Is this person a meth head or a cancer patient? Your guess.
She could just be a weird autistic old lady. I mean, although autistic, do you really see a lot of old autistic people?
It looks like Von Helton in drag.
Kind of.
I thought it was Von Helton's wife to begin with.
No, you should have saw her. Mouse was her name. Yeah, Mouse. She was just like this little girl with glasses, tiny, into Pokemon, had the brain of a 12-year-old. Yeah,
his wife was into Pokemon?
Oh, yeah.
Boy, that's a weird sentence.
Into Pokemon. And she believed he was a literal vampire.
Yeah.
Well, seems like that didn't work out for him, that whole situation.
Yeah,
no,
it didn't.
It came crashing down, really.
Yeah, we need to be cheered up. All of this talk about how Von Helton is a vampire and his wife believed it is making me despair for the human race.
So yeah, let's watch the lady.
Oh, let me turn her up.
I don't want no love for Christmas. There's just one thing
I like the sexy movements.
I don't care about the presents underneath the mistletoe tree.
Mistletoe tree, that's pretty good. I like the improvisation.
I'm gonna launch missile trees at your base. Watch out.
You know what I don't understand is she had to see the video after she recorded it, right? So she saw it and then was like,
what goes
yeah, I'm
through
going to
your
put
mind
this
that
online.
says, how does that work? And why does she... I want to ask, what is this right here? If you could aim right below where her shirt is ending there, it looks like veins are popping out of her pants, or is that a belt?
She's got Iggy Pop-itis, so...
That's her belly.
Yeah, it's going around.
It looks like she's got veins poking out there, like...
Well, she chose her sexiest clothes for this video. She's gonna blow up.
Does she have like a reindeer tattoo on her pussy, and those are the antlers?
That would be really hot. Okay.
We need to do this.
This one's not the funniest one though.
More than you could ever know.
This is depressing.
Yeah, I feel really bad, like laughing at how absolutely miserable and sad this is. I'm starting to feel like I'm a bad person. Anybody else?
I mean,
I feel like some crack dealers.
When I discovered
I was just gonna say.
Carry on, Ron.
I was just waiting for it to work itself out.
I was just going to say that it looks like her crack dealer's making her do this video in exchange for crack.
That could be what's going on, because why would she put this on the internet?
Except there are dozens and dozens of them, and some of them involve elaborate costumes and dancing in the kitchen, and they're all kind of similar in quality to this.
Yeah, the Santa baby one looks pretty hilarious. You know what? After this, we need something to really turn things around, because this is getting... I'm just feeling some dark feelings, you know?
Yeah, this is dark. Like, I don't want to see the weird fucking crow's feet from your vagina.
This is darker than the guy who eats piss mushrooms, and we're about to watch that shit too.
Can we have a little bit of Santa Baby though? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Her volume's so low you can barely hear anything.
That's a nice
Sexy.
little kick there.
Sexy elf though. Oh yeah, baby, shake that ass.
Oh yeah, she could get it.
Give it to Santa, baby.
As long as I don't gotta see her face, she could get it.
You gonna paper bag her?
She got a nice little apple ass.
Yeah, but she'd still have the veiny body. You still have to see all that stuff. It's a mess under those clothes.
Yeah, that's true too. Maybe if we keep the clothes on.
Just cut a hole. No, oh my God. Never mind. I'm not trying to sexually harass her of all people.
Yeah, let's not. Let's.
If I'm going to sexually harass somebody, I'm going to make it count.
I'm trying to make this kind of light, but this is just really kind of sad, actually. Yeah. This is what we're all going to be when we're older.
We're off to a great start. Depressed, miserable, nihilistic.
Dancing around this tiny ass tree.
We got to turn this shit around. You guys want to see the guy who eats piss mushrooms? I think piss shrooms. Shrooming it with pee-pee.
Eating the human end state.
Is this the guy who had a neti pot full of piss and poured it through his face? This is the same guy?
Same guy. Yeah.
Oh, wow. He has jars of piss all around. Look at this. And this is not his.
Look at the one on the far right.
He probably thinks this is
the one on the far right.
This one?
It looks like it's generating a cloud on the inside. Like
yeah,
it's
he's
only
gonna huff the jinkum through the top there.
That's what he's doing, man. I think this guy might be Patrick's plug.
I bet you this guy actually does huff fermented piss fumes because he thinks it's like some kind of sacred. I mean, the dude's gonna eat mushrooms out of his own fermented piss here, so just brace yourselves, okay? This is doing it for me. This is making me less depressed.
Yeah, I'm
almost optimistic for humanity now.
Absolutely. I mean, as long as our piss survives, the human race will continue somehow in some form.
The only thing that could make this video better would be as if the Santa baby lady was dancing around in the background. That would make it a lot better.
Yes, definitely. I agree. That would be so cool. Twerking on.
That's right. If only one of us could draw things. I can't hear him either.
It's not important. It's mainly just a visual of him going, look, I got pee.
Can we see the piss room? You can't hear a goddamn word he's saying, guys.
He's talking about the coloration at the top.
Is that a pH, Dick? He's going to measure the pH.
Forms at the bottom.
And he's like, see how dark that is? This is THC-based piss right here.
I bet that house smells delicious.
Forms between the pH.
Want to have Thanksgiving in his house, everyone?
And 10.7.
It looks like there's something in the left one, like something point.
Yeah, what is that? Is that the piss?
To grow the biotic mushroom. We have the biotic mushroom right
Why is it pink, dude?
It's inside here. I'm gonna eat this mushroom.
It looks like Monster Energy drink.
Discovery of
cherry flavor.
He's gonna go eat it.
Could it be possible that the reason his urine is this color is because his kidneys are deteriorating and, just blood is coming out with the urine? Because if you constantly drink urine, it will cause renal failure.
I don't think that's fresh. I think he skimmed that off the top or something of the other one.
Oh, my God.
This is changing the game of piss right here, guys. Like,
Yeah,
we were all,
piss drinking
look
was
at
crazy.
this. Yeah, look at this hobo drinking piss and fucking shooting it up his nose and stuff. No, this guy's like growing biological mushrooms out of it and then eating it.
Yeah, dude. Cole Haley chugging his still hot piss out of a mason jar and then smiling with his big yellow teeth is practically fucking classy compared to this. This is like a crackhead is less of a degenerate than this guy, honestly.
Like, what kind of motherfucker has this patience? Imagine if his mom walks in and discovers his jars of pee everywhere.
And he's not trying to hide it. He's making videos of it and putting them on the internet.
Whoops, Mom found the piss jar. Time to post a 4chan about it again.
Oh, imagine if one of those spilled. It would take weeks to get that stench out. And you know he spills them sometimes. Does he cry? Like, if he spilled this big jar of urine, would he cry because it's like months and months of work? Just
Never. Oh, dude, absolutely. And not only that, but I mean, dude, the smell of that must be horrendous.
And
his nose must be completely dead because of all the uric acid up his nostrils.
You know, I think the poop hoarding lady lives next door to this guy, and that's why she's never had a complaint.
that would be one hell of a neighborhood, huh?
Do you think those are the family piss jars?
And maybe this is the same house. Maybe this is her son. No, that her house was much dirtier than this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he keeps it up. Look at the nice little fucking meaningless towel on his wall.
Who's more disgusting, her, the lady who hoards poop, or this guy?
This guy.
Yeah, he's eating. I mean, she's not eating poop shrooms. She doesn't
There's
seem to
something
ingest the feces.
There's something kind of dark and psychopathic about a motherfucker that keeps a clean apartment, but it's also filled with jars of distilled urine that he gets drunk on and then makes shrooms out of.
Would you rather eat poop? Would you rather eat poop or a piss shroom if you had a gun to your head?
Poop. Poop.
I'm thinking poop too.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's a consensus, guys.
And it's something I'm familiar with dealing with. I haven't ate poop before, but I mean, I have a bowel movement once in a while. You know what I mean?
I just can't believe that piss shrooms exist.
I never had an encounter with uric shrooms. Like, and there's also, believe it or not, semen shrooms exist.
Really? I want to see that video.
There's you can find pictures of it if you want. I can find that for you and send it to you. But
you know what? I changed my mind.
It's like a jizz towel, basically, and it's been sitting there for a really long time and used consistently. And it grew dick-shaped shrooms out of it. The shrooms are actually penis-shaped. They have long... And also, there's another photo I actually had in one of my videos where it shows a trash can, and there's a shitload of toilet paper that's been used, and it's been sitting there a long time, and there's like dick-shaped toilet paper jizz shrooms.
Oh my god! What the fuck? Yeah. I feel like my mind has just been taken on a tour of hell. So
jizz shrooms are real. Urine shrooms are too, apparently.
Yeah, I want to see a close-up of the shroom, though. I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, and if anybody in the audience can help me, what is a monoatomic piss mushroom? Monoatomic?
Yeah, he says monoatomic. It's in the title. Yeah. Monoatomic.
I think that's some kind of like what they claim is like. The same thing like the silver stuff. What's it called?
Colloidal silver?
Colloidal silver. It has like that kind of effect. Like it's really good for your immune system, good for your body. Your DNA just gets activated and all this other crazy bullshit.
Here's the thing about atomic silver. It's a pretty good topical antiseptic like iodine or hydrogen peroxide. But if you take it internally, you will turn blue like a Smurf.
Yep.
Some people like that though, because then you look like you have cool superpowers. So, and your dick will turn blue too. I mean, isn't it worth it just to have a blue penis? I think so.
Sure.
And blue balls gives a whole new meaning to the term blue balls.
That's my whole theme tonight. I'm a big blue penis.
Oh yeah! Wow, I didn't catch that till just now, Ron.
Yep. I was saving that because I predicted you would make that joke.
To use your magic powers.
See that Ron's gay shaman powers are really peaking at the moment. He's predicting the future with 100% accuracy.
It's pretty good.
Absolutely. I predict that you guys may or may not breathe within the next 5 minutes from now.
I'm going to hold my breath.
Most likely may.
By acting on the immune system to support it to produce its own antibiotics.
What is the point of drinking the piss shrooms or eating the piss shrooms? Does it increase your DNA? Or increase? Does it like make it special somehow?
Urine has been filtered through kidneys, liver, and blood.
I'm going to mute it and see if I can eating the piss shrooms.
You might want to skip ahead a little bit.
Wow, the whole video is frozen now.
There's a mess floating in that left one, though, the farthest left.
His video,
One.
I guess it didn't grab the whole clip.
Test that out in
Oh
me.
well.
Oh
well.
For
You
the,
guys
for
can
the
see a
audience,
mask floating in on the far left. That's
Yeah, you can
enough.
see it for sure.
this guy has a whole channel about urine and calls himself a urinologist. So that's different from a urologist.
Yeah, because the urinologist isn't real. So.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
And you can't
That's
get
the medical
sued.
term for an insane maniac who drinks his own pee.
Well, I'm sure he gets laid a lot, at least. So. Good for him.
Everybody wants to be fucking a urinologist these days.
Yeah, the ladies love that shit, especially when they come home and they see your fridge full of fermented urine. It turns them on big time. All right, well, I guess we should move along from piss room douche. There's so much to
Yeah.
cover, guys. So much. We got dirty thongs. We got
Never once in my life thought I would be one day co-hosting this fucking podcast talking about a dude with shrooms that he grew out of his piss.
well, I thought you
But
had
it's
like magic
amazing.
powers to predict the future, but I guess that's not the case.
I can't predict my own future. I can only predict the future of others.
Oh, okay. That's how it works, I guess.
Loophole.
That's why Christine Pavlina is always wrong. All right, this is called KKK Duck Whacker. Yeah. This is a Ron video, everyone.
It's not a
Blame
Ron video.
Blame Ron if it's terrible.
I'm not in this video.
Whatever, I know you're
was
the guy
going to the
filming.
post office. The KKK turned back around and started rushing right back on me with his two bitches, his two female bitches.
His
I
two
said,
bitches.
motherfucker, I know
He
you
thinks he's
bitches
targeted
playing.
by the
fucking
KKK. He's a
KKK.
targeted individual and thinks everybody is hired by the KKK.
Well, aren't you working for the KKK? I know they're paying me. Are
They
you telling
haven't-
me they're not paying you?
They haven't even approached me yet.
Oh, shit, I probably shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, it's because Ron's black.
Oh, I forgot. I can tell.
That's right. Light-skinned as a motherfucker. I'm worse than Drake.
Ron has a giant BBC. And you can see it in the after shows that we do sometimes, not broadcast live. He shows it off for everybody.
It looks like a black baby's arm holding a rotten apple.
Okay, all right.
Faggot motherfucker, you want to suck my dick,
Sounds good.
motherfucker. KKK motherfucker. Tell your fucking whore to suck my dick, KKK. Real talk. People, I'm going to tell you something. Tyler Williams got zero tolerance.
He's looking for somebody to project all of this onto, I guess, is what's happening here.
Yes, exactly. He's riding along, ranting, and then he's going to ride up on this dude. Oh, you fucked all the ducks, motherfucker. Yeah,
Sounds, I love when people like this talk to me in
For
public.
KKK faggot bullies and rapists.
And by the way, when I lived in Seattle, you would see people like this all the fucking time walking around talking to themselves. Like, you couldn't walk more than 5 minutes in downtown Seattle without seeing at least 2 or 3 of these weirdos.
Nigga organizations, people. Zero. What the hell I'm at now, people? People, I know where I'm at, but I'm gonna let y'all know something. This shit is a goddamn maze through here.
It's a maze.
But probably I needed to come through here to expose another.
It's a maze with no walls, everyone. That's totally how mazes work.
Concrete jungle.
Faggot ass KKK motherfucking bitch. Hanging over here jacking his dick and choking
Oh my god,
ducks to
he's
death
got some
and fucking
like gay
ducks in
sex
the
on the
ass.
mind, man.
People, that's just a famous serial killer.
Suck my dick.
Duck
Suck me off.
fucker.
Faggot.
I caught you that serial killer duck fucker. You fucked all the goddamn ducks. Motherfucker, I'm gonna get a reward on your ass. You was the one. You fucking serial
he's
killer,
like, I gotta
KKK.
go. Time
you
to go.
fucking pervert.
Yeah, he doesn't even reply. He's
No,
just
you
like,
better not
"Alright."
run, cause no. It's too late now, but I already exposed you, sir.
These fucking lunatics just get to wander around and basically verbally assault anybody they want because the government won't fucking institutionalize them anymore. So thanks, Ronald Reagan. We appreciate what your legacy has left for America. Way to go.
Yeah. But at least the guy has a nice bike, and his telephone is at least as good as mine, so he's not struggling that hard.
Yeah, how is he charging this phone at night and paying for the service? I just can't imagine a person like this could hold their life enough together to even pay a bill or even know how to pay a bill.
Well, see, I've been watching this guy's videos for a while, and what he does is basically he'll stay and collect benefits in separate places. And he has videos in Jacksonville, Florida, where he rides around doing this. He stays at like little mission homeless places. He'll scrounge up enough money for a hotel, things like that. And he collects benefits from actually a couple different states, and it's actually illegal.
Great, we're paying him to do this to people. Awesome.
And he like bus hops from place to place.
Does he beg for money? Do you know?
Does he beg for money? I haven't really seen him do that in a video, but
yeah, he probably wouldn't make a video of that. I'm just wondering if he can turn this personality off. Yeah. I wonder if he can turn this off. That's what
I've seen him be jovial with people too. Like, he's not accusing everybody of it all the time, but 9 out of 10 times whenever he fires up his camera, that's what he's prepared to do.
Right. Yeah. He's on some manic outburst and he busts out the phone.
I even see every morning, like, he'll flood my YouTube feed with like 6 videos every day, every morning. Whenever I wake up, I get online and I see this shit. He makes videos every day, always in the morning. He just wakes up with a seething hatred for humanity and rides around on his bike accusing people of fucking ducks.
Nice.
It's crazy. And being KKK.
Yeah.
It's
sweet
times. Fun times.
Could he be on crack? Or something?
He often projects that people believe he's on crack.
But he acts like he's on crack.
I think he very well could be.
Nice.
Already exposed him.
He was definitely brain damaged by some kind of drug use in the past, for sure. He definitely has mental illness.
You can run.
Here's what cracks me up about these people. He's one of these guys that goes on about gang stalking and how all these people are stalking him. And then he portrays very clearly fucking predatory behavior. Like, he's literally stalking the guy, circling him with a camera. So all these people who talk about gang stalkers, like Lena Kochman or whatever, they actually go out and stalk totally fucking innocent people in public themselves.
Yeah, like Nappy Head Roots running up on people with a fucking air horn and shit.
They're the fucking stalkers, dude.
And one day somebody's going to turn around, you're going to fuck with the wrong one, and they're going to fucking blow your head off.
I know, man. I can't wait. Some of these people, well, never mind. I shouldn't say what I really think.
It actually amazes me that Nappy doesn't get beaten up on at least a weekly basis.
I think he disappeared last year for a while, and I think it was because he fucked with the wrong person, ended up going to jail. Because I remember Oscar Raw made a Nappy Head Roots in memoriam video.
He even had like video of him like fighting with some dude, like, throw that bike at me, man.
Oh yeah,
blah,
that was
blah,
hilarious.
blah. And then he made another video when he came back saying that he got into a fight with some chick. I don't know if this is what got him put away or whatever, but he was in some altercation and they ripped out one of his dreads.
Oh, he deserved a lot worse than that.
But you can't hide, sir. You can
Yeah, Nappy's a class act, everybody.
run, but you cannot hide. You already been exposed.
Yeah, he exposed him, guys. A crackhead wandering around in a public park.
I exposed the KKK.
Now they're done.
KKK.
Nope, no
I
more
just love his
KKK, guys. He
mannerism.
exposed them. Thank God he saved us from the KKK.
Yeah.
His catchphrase is, they playing the game, folks. They playing the game.
Yeah.
I swear to God, folks. They playing the game.
Yeah.
He says that every video. Just
He defeated the KKK until tomorrow morning when he wakes up with a hatred for everyone again.
Can't wait for the next video. What'd you say his name is? Charlie Williams?
Charla Williams.
Hooray. Everyone go look up Charlie Williams.
Yeah.
So
He actually comes to Memphis too, which is kind of scary.
Yeah, be careful. Run into this guy. He's gonna gang stalk your ass.
Can we look at the Coconut Prince next?
Sure. Yeah, we need to catch up with Yogi Zen. We missed him. He's been gone for so long.
Yeah, this ought to be tame compared to the insanity and urine mushroom.
I know, this
cake
really
and
doesn't
cake
seem...
shit.
Yeah, this doesn't seem as edgy as all that other stuff now.
No, it's just a bit sad. So Yogi Zen, the breatharian pea drinker, is now a coconutarian and is indulging his art. So what do you think of this nonsense?
Yeah, and he'll sell it to you if you're a tourist.
Yeah, Yogi Zen's been busy. Check out the new, latest, funny-looking cartoon character.
He fucks the
It's
hole in
Joe
his
Ray
mouth.
coconut.
How's it a
Kinda looks
cartoon
like you.
character?
Little
This is
bald,
an
some
animated
earrings.
fucking retard.
And his buddy, Coconut
Wow.
Joe.
How much does this retail for, guys?
Dude, you have way too much free fucking time.
Well, he's a breatharian, so... Wait, no. Now he's a coconutarian.
That's
So-
actually pretty cool, though. I really can't hate, because if I try to do something, it would look way worse. He spent some time on that. You could tell. It's actually pretty impressive.
He has a whole bunch of furniture, too.
Coconut furniture?
Mm-hmm.
Is his house also made out of coconuts?
Yes.
Got a coconut toilet?
Yeah.
This sounds like a sitcom in the making.
For real.
Coconut Zen.
Just gotta get some more tarts
Coconut
in that house.
Cowboy. So this is what we created last night, and check it out. It's got personality. Totally got personality. He's wearing that badass jacket I made.
Look
oh
at
my
the dick.
God.
Is that a dick?
Look at the size of that dong. Man, that's a big one, boy. And he's got
sure
a smile on
is.
his face
Turning me on.
permanently.
Oh my God.
He enjoys.
So he can fuck this mouth, or he can sit on its dick. It's got multiple purposes.
I went from
Yogi's
thinking,
on
yeah,
sex
that's
toy.
pretty. I went from thinking, yeah, this is pretty cool. I like that. Good job on your art, man. And then, oh, never mind. You're fucking weird now.
Oh, no,
Very
he wasn't
quickly.
weird. He wasn't weird before. He was totally normal. I bet Yogi Zen's eaten a piss shroom or two in his life. Might have been forced to
He took
survive.
something good and just turned it fucking really sick very fast.
Ron, you really think this is good? I mean, when you look at this,
Well,
do you
I
get
mean,
this overwhelming
it's not
impression that
fucking
it's good?
amazing, but I'm saying if you're a tourist, yeah, sure, I got $15. Here you go, weird pee drinking skinny guy.
I'd rather use
know.
that $15 as toilet paper.
For the
If I was on vacation or something, I might buy this and, give it to somebody and be like, here you go, it's cursed by some pee drinking shaman.
Okay.
the tragedy of this is Yogi Zen is making giant dildo coconut people. And 6 months ago, or maybe a year ago, he was talking about having access to the cosmic wisdom of the ages.
Yeah,
So-
you can see where that led him, right, guys? All of that pee drinking and breatharianism created a great outcome for Yogi Zen. Now he's selling coconut toys to tourists. Good for you, Yogi Zen. You really leveled up in life. Way to go, buddy. Get back to drinking your own pee.
That. Wow. And that's my latest creation. You can see the
Why does it
coconut
have
at the bottom.
4 balls?
Because it's so
Coconut
masculine.
sprout there, and then it goes up into this really nice piece of
Close up on
driftwood,
that dick.
which
Actually,
is his,
there's more than 4. There's like 8.
his neck, his body is that piece, and then the side piece. Look,
It's also Yogi Zen's only friend. They sit around and have fireside chats at night. It's the only person that'll talk to him.
He has another coconut called Abraham Lincoln.
Does he really? I want to think that's a joke, but it might not
No.
even be a joke. It might be true.
Yeah, Abraham Lincoln. There's a Joseph Stalin and a Che Guevara coconut as well.
Joseph Stalin. Now, come on. I thought we could all pretty much agree that he's not that great. I mean, you gotta have Joseph Stalin as your friend.
look at that hat I made. Can you believe
You
that
don't
hat?
like
All
communism?
coconut fiber. Ooh,
I love it.
baby.
What are you, a
Nice
fascist?
little seashell
You know what? I changed my mind. I do love Stalin.
embellishment.
He was hot.
And now we got the singing
Damn straight
choir.
it was.
This is our undersea diver coconut. All right.
Terrible art.
Is this his
Shocking.
yard? Oh my
Coco
God!
Zen
Look
bar,
at that.
we're here.
Actually, that's kind of
happening. And Elmo's
I could
getting
make
his
that.
yoga in.
The Elmo makes it weird too, though.
Yahoo!
So, is this like in his yard and people just come and pick out what they want? At least it's a legitimate living.
Yeah, I think he has leveled up because He's selling crap to people who want to actually buy crap.
Right, and it's an actual product. It's not a promise. So, good for you, Yogi Zen. Actually, I do respect him more now than I did when he was a piss-drinking breatharian.
Indeed. Congratulations, Yogi.
Is there more fun in this video?
No, that's it.
What a productive hobby.
Oh wait, there's a hot shot of Yogi with his iPhone. Or is that even an iPhone?
Oh yeah.
Hey, if you look closely, you can see the wind blowing onto his skin and just blowing ripples off of his back.
Coconuts to boot. And isn't that a beautiful piece? I mean, that's a piece of work. That's a work of art. I've never seen anything so interesting.
Is that a mirror? Oh, it's a coconut mirror.
I mean, I've seen other things interesting, but interesting word that I made that in just a couple hours. And then you come over here to check out the latest bench.
All right, we're done with Yogi Zen.
Yeah,
cool. Good job, retard. You made retarded art. Good job. Yay! I take good.
What do you guys want to do next? We got James Manning, but we also have Spiritry Naima. Spiritry Naima.
We could do without her because that video is actually kind of boring in retrospect now that I went and watched it, actually.
Oh, I got a different one from her.
Oh, okay, we can go with that.
She talks about iPhones and TVs being a portal to another dimension. And she's very condescending when she explains it. But James Manning, let's go with James Manning. We got to really shake things up here. In case you guys don't know, this is the guy who thinks that Starbucks' secret ingredient is semen and that they put the semen in there to turn you gay. P.S. He's also been in prison and says that he was forced to develop homosexual feelings while in prison so that he could survive in there. So basically, this is a big, giant closet case trying very hard to make you realize he's not gay. But he is.
But listen to every word he has to say, especially the one that begins with B.
I'm wondering when he's drinking Starbucks one day, he goes, that tastes familiar. That tastes like semen. I mean, how the fuck would he know what semen tastes like unless he's had an awful lot of it in his mouth?
I had a salted chlorine smell to my cup.
Got the salted caramel semen latte.
Word of knowledge, a word of prophecy. And I want you, preacher, to use this word of prophecy ever, whithersoever you go. That God is going to put a burning. God's going to put a cancer in the butthole. God's going to put a cancer in the butthole of every sodomite. Every sodomite's butthole, everyone that practices sodomy from the day of this message will get cancer in the butthole. Right there. It'll burn and burn and burn.
Doc,
Lord, yes, cancer the butthole.
Doc sent me like a remixed one where he says butthole every 5 seconds, and then I watched the original. I'm like, he still says butthole every 5 seconds, just in the unedited version. So I figure we should.
Oh Lord, yeah. If you like faggotry, you's gonna get cancer in the booty.
I love that this is the guy that God sends to deliver his message to. Just some guy who's constantly talking about butthole cancer. Yeah, that's going to be real convincing, God. Good pick.
Pause up your neck hole, praise God.
Well, pause up your neck hole. I knew that would work its way into this show somehow.
Of course.
You'll have to, the manufacturers will have to go into manufacturing chairs where people can stand up because they won't be able to sit down because of the burning in their butthole. Every sodomite. That way we'll know it's a sodomite.
Is there like a gay guy out there who's watching this and they go, oh my God, I don't want to get a burning butthole. I mean,
Last time I ate
convince, dude.
That was pretty bad. I don't want to have gay sex anymore.
I just wonder, who is he trying to convince? I mean,
he's trying to convince himself.
Yeah, no gay people are going to watch this and be like, oh, wow, I didn't realize I was going to get a burning butthole cancer one day and switch over.
Let's look at it like this. You eat Mexican food and it gives you a burning butthole, but you still do it anyway because you enjoy the Mexican food.
Everyone likes
Now, if you get gay sex and get a burning butthole, you still enjoyed the gay sex, it's the same thing.
Yeah, exactly the same thing.
You know, the gay guys, you don't have a complete monopoly on anal intercourse, do you? So, I mean, does the butthole thing work for everyone else too? God doesn't see it if it's, heterosexual butthole sex.
Hey, I'm sure this guy is more than willing to say that women who take it in the ass will also get burning butthole cancer one day. So that's a good thing to put in the title, burning butthole cancer. We should put that in the title.
You're gonna have a tumor in your booty hole.
Hey, it makes it tighter up. It makes it tighter up there, though, if you got a tumor in there. Just saying.
Because he can't
third prostate.
Yeah.
sit down. He can't sit down. He's got a burning in his butthole. He's got a fire. He's got a flame coming out of his butthole. He's got a flame. He's got to have special asbestos diapers. When God...
He's quoting Jesus directly, guys. Remember
you
when
gotta have
Jesus...
asbestos diapers.
Remember when Jesus talked about asbestos diapers to cure the burning butthole cancer?
That was,
Does that make spicy food a sin?
It does.
That was in the Sermon on the Mount. The meek shall inherit the earth, and the homos shall inherit flaming buttholes.
I believe that's the very sermon for which the Romans had to kill Jesus, because they were all for butthole sex, if I remember. Did I say the Germans?
Yeah.
I meant the Romans.
I was going to say the Palestinians. I thought that's what you were doing, but...
Yeah, it was the Palestinians. You're right. Sorry.
I don't know.
The Palestinians killed Jesus with the help of the Jews.
They threw him off the roof for being...
As our token gay representative,
yes,
can you tell us about your butthole? Does it have flames coming out of it?
It doesn't. It's nice and pink and tight for all you hot guys out there.
I'm straight. My butthole ain't pink. How do I get a pink butthole like you?
You got to bleach it every week. It's a pain in the ass. It does cause a burning butthole, actually, but only for the time you're getting it bleached.
And we will have videos coming up about butthole bleaching.
Will we? I don't know if we can get away with that.
Your butthole?
No, I've never bleached my butthole. Come on.
You liar. You seem very specific with that.
I don't have to.
I don't know.
My
I saw the look in your eye.
Yeah.
But you can definitely say no flames. No flames as yet.
No flames. Although I did just have food poisoning. So there was some flaming buttholes going on yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. I hope everyone's turned on by that image.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Let's continue. I'm sure Pastor Manning's turned on by it.
Gets through with the sodomite. This is the word of the Lord. This is the prophecy of Almighty God. This is the Lord.
He says that white gays are trying to they're trying to trick straight black men into becoming gay. So all like the little white twinks are trying to turn the black dudes. Like, dude, if they go for a little white twink, there's a very good possibility that they were already gay. Okay?
Yeah.
Not like what straight guy sees like a little white twink and goes, "Oh wow, I'm not straight anymore." I don't think it fucking works that way.
Maybe in prison, but that's prison turning these people gay if that's what's going on.
Well, he has been in prison, so
it's not white dudes that's doing it.
Who knows?
You just happen to find them attractive in prison, and then it happened, and then you carry it outside of the cell into your daily routine.
And you become a hateful lunatic who gets away with his nonsense because Jesus said it.
I think he doesn't really get away with it anymore. I think his church got shut down. So, although he might have averted that. Last I heard that his church couldn't pay their fucking rent or property taxes. I don't know. Wait, churches don't get taxed. Something he couldn't afford to continue living there, and it was going to close down, although I haven't followed up with that. So I guess God wasn't helping him out very much.
This guy deserves to be like a weird crackhead roaming the streets calling people KKK. He's just as crazy.
That's his future, man.
Yeah.
This is the Lord's word. And pastor, if you are a sodomite, God's going to have a flame coming out of your butthole. You're going to need an asbestos diaper. You better go and pray to God and ask God to heal you before this word cools down. You better ask God to heal you. And
why would you need an asbestos diaper? Does he think flames are literally going to be shooting out of people's assholes? I mean...
Yeah, he does.
Wow. That's I remember in Revelations, it said the flame shall come out of the sodomite's asshole at the end of days.
I just love how he says it, man. That's classic.
I'm sure he's made
Things
this
will
face.
come out of the sodomized buttholes. Praise God.
How many people do you think have seen his face like this, but with their dick hovering inches away from it? 30, 40,000? Who knows?
Yeah.
Keep that mouth open, Pastor.
Then you tell God, I'm going to preach against every sodomite. I'm going to preach against the sodomite maker, Barack Hussein Obama, the son of Satan. I'm going to become a sodomite.
Barack Hussein Obama is the sodomite maker and the son of Satan, guys. There were no sodomites before Obama. He made them.
You gotta say the Hussein part. Barack Hussein Obama is responsible for all these doo-doo pluggers.
Also, if he's the son of Satan, how is it that he's about to leave office? I mean, wouldn't Satan have grander plans?
Well, that's right. But apparently Trump is the second coming, or will herald it. So the whole Antichrist business has been kind of switched over now.
Yeah, that's going to be the next Democratic president who will be the Antichrist.
I'm getting a lot of Christian crosstalk praising the wonders of Trump, and I just don't understand it.
You know, I didn't see a lot of Hillary Clinton as the Antichrist. I would have expected more of that. I guess they just don't think a woman can be the Antichrist because they're so sexist.
Yep.
Oh, well.
I think that's the case.
Sodomite slayer, like James David Manning up there in Harlem, New York City. I'm going to become a sodomite slayer. Otherwise, you're going to have a flame coming out of your butthole. Preacher, you won't be able to sit down.
Oh.
He must be fun at family gatherings.
Absolutely. Yeah, let's begin the Thanksgiving prayer.
I'm
Lord, I pray that none of my relatives have any flames shooting out of their butthole after this Thanksgiving dinner. It's going to be glorious and tender.
Do you think he turns this off, like when he leaves, like when he's not in front of an audience or the camera, or is this just who he is all the time?
No, when
this is who he is. He's sitting across from his kids at the dinner table, just like, you better not have a flaming butthole.
Do you think he talks to his kids through wired glass from a special institution?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think that
I don't know then. I think he can turn it off, and he's actually like Mahatma Gandhi or Nelson Mandela normally.
Yeah, he might be very calm and collected otherwise. I was thinking this is the kind of guy who you'll meet on the other side of a glory hole. Like, that's just the kind of guy he makes me think of, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I'll go to his
Looks like he could be my 8th grade teacher, actually.
Ron, what does that mean?
He actually got arrested for touching a girl. That's no joke.
I don't think he touches girls. There's no way this guy touches girls.
No, he loves the sausage.
Yeah, he likes the boy pussy.
Will not. They're going to have to make special asbestos diapers.
Actually, I bet he prefers to be the boy pussy rather than
that's what I think. He is the human fleshlight, devoid of all soul.
Also, this tie with this shirt, I'm sorry, dude.
It's wrong.
It's not right, that's for sure.
Also,
it's flaming, just like his butthole.
He has a Bible, presumably open in front of him, that he is definitely not reading from.
Yeah, it's a prop.
Hey, he's not quoting a goddamn thing. This is a prophecy of Jesus. You gonna have a flaming butthole if you indulge in the sucky.
So the Bible is a prop, just like his fake religion. So he uses the Bible to make you think he's a Christian, just like he uses being a Christian to make you think he's not a big giant bottom, which he is.
I bet if you flip that top page there's like a bottle of Jack under it.
Yeah, or just a gay porn magazine.
Yeah, a big.
If you thought
he's sitting on one, I bet
that AIDS was bad, you ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet until you see the flaming butthole.
You poor scumbag. You think that AIDS was bad? Yeah, it really was and is. And
it's not as bad as the flaming butthole-itis is going to be, though. That's going to be much worse.
So is his literal thought that in the rapture times, we're going to have flaming buttholes coming out of all sodomites?
Yeah.
Is that his literal thought? Literal flames.
I'm going to do him alive with my flaming butthole, man. He better watch out. I'll shoot some flames on him.
And AIDS wasn't bad enough. He wants his God to do something even worse. What a sweet man.
Well,
Nice.
he probably thinks AIDS was a retribution from God. There's no question, actually, that he thinks that.
Yeah. Now, what these
So
idiots
was
never
Hurricane
get,
Katrina.
every time I hear someone douchebag like this say AIDS is a punishment from God for the gays, I want to say, well, why is the overwhelming majority of HIV positive individuals heterosexual?
Because God is punishing them for allowing gays to exist. Don't you know?
Right. So they got that one wrong. So presumably God's demographic study was fucked up.
Well, have we milked his huge giant titties dry, or do you want to continue with him?
I want to see if he says butthole at least one more time.
You know he will. What's that, Doc?
No, carry on. I'm all for the butthole.
More buttholes? Okay. Brace yourselves. More buttholes incoming.
Oh, and that way we'll know who is a sodomite undercover. Because your butthole...
Yeah, you won't be able to hide that you're a sodomite anymore because your butthole will be belching flames. That's totally scientific.
You can't stay in the closet any longer, boy, if the closet's on fire. Oh,
you know what,
actually decided to continue with this guy. That's funny right there.
What happens is the first time you get fucked in the ass, right after you take your first load, that's when the butthole flames are going to start. So just beware. Make sure you pull out real quick after you come, guys. You might get your dick burn off. So
that's fucking funny as fuck, dude. I can't believe this guy exists.
He does. And he's been on Alex Jones's show, too. So you know he's got good friends.
And he is a tax-free preacher in America. So this guy can take all of your money and give nothing back for infrastructure or education. He can just talk about flaming buttholes and get paid gross for it.
You know what? He's friends with Alex Jones. Alex Jones is friends with Trump. This guy's not too disconnected from the president of the United States. So everybody rejoice because the future looks great. Can't wait.
And
James Manning is going to be nominated for some kind of position on the cabinet probably in the next few days.
The Minister of Education, I think.
Yeah, or science.
will be flaming, and you'll need an asbestos diaper, and you will not be able to sit down. Thus saith the Lord God Almighty to every Sodom.
That's what God said, guys. He said it through James Manning. So he's a prophet.
What if I decide to use a cloth diaper?
It'll burn up, dude. You got to use asbestos.
It'll turn to asbestos.
Yeah. When you shit, it'll be flames from now on, and you won't be able to hold it in. So it's going to hurt real bad.
Dude, is it just me, or is he repeating himself like a motherfucker?
Of course he is.
God,
no, he is. Yeah. He's repeating it. That's what they all do, man.
It's a joy of repetition in terms of the sales pitch, like Patrick. You know, you say it once, you say it twice, then it must be true.
It's like his teleprompter's frozen.
All right. Well, there are demonic similar. I don't know if you guys know who this guy is. Well, you can't see his face now. Let me pull this over here. His name is Gordon James Klingenschmidt, and he, just like Pastor Manning, has said ridiculous things about gay people. You know, having, I don't know that he's talked about flaming buttholes specifically, but it's in that alley. Okay. He's not too off.
Oh, he looks sexy as hell.
Well, Zales, the people who make like engagement rings and shit, they did an ad with gay people in it. And so he says that the Zales ad executives are literally possessed by demons. So, yeah, he's pretty funny.
Because they're not discriminating against gay people in accordance with the Supreme Court.
And also, I could see him on the wrong side of the glory hole, too, just like Pastor Manning. So,
absolutely
got that look.
I think every woman's secret wish is to take a guy that looks like him home.
Yeah,
bloated, red face, obviously drunk before the show.
All right, I love that face. Let's get started.
It's inside of some normal people, maybe even advertising executives at Zales Jewelers, who are now being given a choice. Should they listen to the Spirit of God, who would tell them to use their business in a way that promotes godly marriage and biblical values? I mean, they have a great opportunity. They sell diamonds.
biblical values, presumably including genocide, infanticide, slavery, slaughter, and sanctioned rape.
Yeah, exactly. Or like selling your daughter, or, something like that. Zales is going to do a new biblical-themed ad where a guy sells his daughter and he pays a dowry of a goat. That's the new Zales biblical-themed ad, everyone.
Yeah.
Children die, but diamonds are forever.
Yeah. They die, especially when God tells Moses to kill every man, woman, and child in a city repeatedly. Yeah. Lots of children die when that happens.
But remember, God also told Moses, but keep those women who have not known man as your own. There you go.
God is such a nice guy. He's always he could easily have those women killed, but he lets them survive to be sex slaves. So he's pretty merciful.
That's right. And apparently the reason that slaughter was allowed is because the Nephilim had come in and everyone was a hybrid and something. That's coming from Nephilim Free, by the way, who is...
I love when people talk about the Nephilim.
Nephilim Free is still on the internet, still peddling his same sorry anti-intellectual nonsense.
For a while, people were saying the Nephilim are the same thing as the Anunnaki, like the reptilian overlords that live on planet Nibiru.
Yeah,
that founded our civilization.
Yeah, I don't know quite where he stands on that, but it's some convoluted thought.
Well, he definitely believes the Nephilim are real because he thinks demons have literally possessed Zales ad executives. So anybody who's okay with gay marriage must be possessed by a demon.
That help people commit to each other. And yet, if that is a homosexual commitment, it is the opposite of a godly marriage. In fact, it is a demonic spirit, not only inside of the lesbian couple who are pretending to get married on this TV commercial, but now influencing and ruling in the heart of the ad executives who have decided at Zales Jewelers that they should promote this as a good thing to all of America.
He's going on about how homosexuality is demonic and evil, but I'm wondering, like, how come that is your go? Can't you just explain what's wrong with it? Can't that be the basis of your argument? When you start with just declaring that it's demonic and evil, it makes me question your intentions. I mean, not that we need to question his intentions. He's obviously a fucking, a scammer because he gets money for this crap. But
the tragedy of this guy is that he does this because there is no other argument. All of the arguments against gay marriage in terms of social cohesion, family raising, childbearing, the whole thing, none of them stand up to any kind of analysis. So the only way that this guy can make his point is by invoking his magic sky fairy.
Yeah, and I also, there's a reason people think that the dudes like this are gay. There's a reason people think people like James Manning are gay, because they always go on about how being gay is a choice. But is being straight a choice? How many straight people are out there that would say it's a choice? I'm losing my train of thought here. Yeah, sorry, it's Michael, the demons that are possessing me. Yes.
I pretty much realized I was pretty much straight around about the time I understood that sex was a thing. When did you realize that you were interested in men?
I knew that I was gay when I was like 5 or 6 years old. And it's not because I saw a Zales ad with a gay marriage in it.
Exactly.
But yeah, I remember what I was going to say. The guy, he thinks if people can be influenced into being gay as he thinks, he's just trying to explain why he has had homosexual feelings. So he can blame it on all these outside influences. But you are what you are. The influence doesn't fucking matter. You might be influenced to come out of the closet, but you're going to be gay whether you're in the closet or not. So is he encouraging people to lie about their desires? I mean, I get that you need to suppress some desires, but he needs to suppress his desire to be a cunt.
Remember the movie American Beauty and the Marine dad who was closeted? This guy reminds me of that. He's so afraid of his own self that he's willing to call you and probably 15 to 20% of the global population demonic.
He thinks more than that, or if you're even okay with being gay, then, you're fucking possessed by demons.
to quote Aaron Ecstasis, to want something so bad that you end up rejecting it. It's just like so bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
That quote brings a tear to my flaming butthole. So,
hopefully it puts out that flame.
and nothing will put out these flames. Is it the flame of desire?
Plenty of men have tried to use their fire hose, but to no avail.
That's right.
I used to see tragic guys like this screaming their lungs out at the Toronto Gay Pride event, which was, you know, 1 million people having a great time, kids and, you know, grannies, the whole smash right there. It's a carnival, and there would be like 6 of these guys along the mile route, all going apoplectic. You're all going to burn in hell. Satan, Satan, Satan. And people are just walking past going, okay, would you like some water? You seem a bit upset, you know?
Yeah, nobody's ever convinced by that crap. I mean, who would be? Whenever I see these people standing on street corners preaching, I just wonder, like, what the fuck do you think is going to happen from you standing here? You look like a goddamn idiot. Nobody walks by and goes, oh, you're right, I am a sinner. Oh, okay, total stranger who's preaching on the street corner. You definitely know what's going on.
They always go to this little claim that they're there to raise awareness, but the only thing they raise awareness to is, if they do raise awareness at all, is that these people are fucking stupid.
Yeah. They give me the impression of having come from about 200 years ago, and they're extremely distressed that nothing makes sense to them anymore.
Yeah, because God's not doing what they want, so they have to blame it on the devil.
Yeah. Sorry.
Last week we watched that.
Society has moved on. Now, in the time in the Dark Ages, there were cults of flagellants who would wander around doing lunatic things to each other. These people are the equivalent of that today.
Yeah.
They do harm to themselves, they do harm to others, but they're also quite entertaining.
They should give this guy a hair shirt to wear. That would be fun.
They should give this guy some hair to wear and maybe a neck. What happened to his...
And some pussy.
Yeah. He may have a pussy.
They are deceivers. They are fooling the American public, and we need to expose that as wrong. The Bible says this in Ephesians chapter...
You really need to expose your Supreme Court for making it illegal to discriminate. Try starting there, jackass.
Oh, he's already gone after the Supreme Court. But I love how he says he's exposing things. Like, what are you fucking exposing? All you're doing is calling gay people and sympathizers demonic. How does that expose anything?
That's not even a fucking argument. That's what all these motherfuckers do.
Yeah, what a fucking exposition.
Be it gang stalking, be it 9/11, whatever. Oh, we're exposing this. No, you're actually just fucking being a bothersome twat right now.
Just drawing attention to yourself because you're a little bitch.
I mean,
as productive to be, dude.
As I said earlier on, and I think it's worth repeating, the God argument comes in when no other rational argument is available. They don't have to make a case for it because God done it or God said it.
Yeah, and they know that voice in their head. They know that voice they're hearing in their head is God. They just know beyond the shadow of a doubt. So anything that voice tells them must be true, because if it's not God, then they're just a bunch of crazy assholes. But they're not crazy. They're righteous.
I actually had a formal debate with a Christian about gay marriage, and he immediately assumed, of course, that because I'm not a married person, that I must be gay. That aside, he tried every argument about breeding being the purpose. I said, well, you know, heterosexual couples don't have to have kids. Some of them can't. Some of them don't want to. Mm-hmm. Then he played the pedophilia card, which is completely blown out of the water by every single study on the subject.
You know, there's more, like, I know that it's because there's more heterosexuals, but little girls get fucking raped more often than little boys anyway. Heterosexual pedophilia is more prevalent. So I just love this argument that people always go to.
That's right. And
not taking it as seriously as it used to be.
From a statistical perspective, if a child is going to be abused, they're going to be abused by a male heterosexual relative.
Well,
yeah, there's no basis in fact whatsoever for that bullshit.
Well, that's like one of the go-to slanders for gay people.
5, I'm just doing my job, right? The Bible tells me to have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather to expose them. And that's what we do on this program.
You fucking retard, you're not doing any fucking thing. You're propagating stupidity, and you have nothing else to do. This is your life. This is your living, to propagate stupidity. And if these problems were fixed, you'd have nothing to bitch about and be out of the job. You don't want to actually do anything to actually make life better for people. You're a piece of shit.
And this guy doesn't even want to tell the truth in the name of his supposed omnipotent deity. I think he's actually trying to just get a date with Kim Davis, that other insane maniac.
They would have some hot babies, so could sell them at Comet Ping Pong.
This guy looks like he's about to have a baby. Look how red his fucking head is. Pop like a fistful of niacin and drink like 80 monsters before coming on.
I just think he's saying this is all about exposing gays and doing the Lord's work and shit, but what this is really about is this fucking idiotic closet case just going in public and telling everybody how godly he is and how totally not gay he is and he's so great. That's what this is about. This is just him trying to prove that he's a godly man. It has nothing to do with exposing anyone. You can tell by his methods that he's not trying to expose shit. He's just repeating stupid fucking obvious propaganda.
I'm the most ungay man there ever was.
It's a fucking closet queen trying to pretend he's not. And he's making himself look like a total ass because he's afraid to admit that he likes to have a wiener popped in his mouth every once in a while.
He looks like a gay dude that cuts hair. But he just decided to pretend to be a church guy for a day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the tax breaks make it worthwhile.
Yeah, this is about money too. Let us not forget.
Expose evil, we discern the demonic spirit, and we pray the scriptures in Jesus' name. Would you pray with me?
No, we're not going to pray with him.
No, we're not going to go anywhere with you, you dirty little scumbag.
I love this face, though. It looks like a giant baby head.
That's the face of shame after he just realized that the person on the other side of the glory hole was a disgusting old man, and his name was...
James Manning.
Whatever. Yeah, James Manning.
Yeah. They don't want to suck each other. All right. We'll move on. This is Dirty Worn Thong Gusset. This lady sells her dirty underwear online. It's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, I saw the thumbnail for this, and I almost wanted to puke.
Yeah,
she looks like Universal Mother. She looks like Shiata Feline, kind of.
Mm-hmm. She gives instructions on how to sell your dirty undies.
This video smells so good already.
Well, I want to know how to do that.
It's not hard.
Hi, it's Amber from laceonyourface.com and usepantysellingadvice.com. All nice and glowy because it's wet and sticky today.
Yeah.
The sun's not even out and it's just completely overcast, but it's so sticky and muggy, like I live in Hawaii or something. Wow.
There you go.
Anyway.
You also get it's so sticky. You get weather update as well as nasty underwear.
Oh my god, she looks like the Joker, dude. That grin is terrifying.
Do you think she would grow a shroom off of her underwear and eat it?
Yeah, she should do some used panty shrooms.
We can do that.
I bet we'll find a video like that somewhere.
Sorry I haven't been vlogging or even blogging for that matter on laceonyourface.com for a while, but, you know, sometimes life happens. But I'm back, and I'm going to do something on camera that I usually don't do. I usually just sort of have...
Spoiler alert, it's her dirty thong she's about to show you guys. So
It's so hot and sticky, and my underwear feels like there's leftover cake in between me and it.
And when she holds the thong up to the camera, the glass on the lens does crack, so it's not your computer screen, guys, okay? It's just her camera. So... that was a good joke, everyone. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
No, we're okay.
All right, more fun.
Private time before things are sent off to their new living home. That being Dirty Gusset reading. So I find that in the 30 day program, First go. So here,
Go into us.
I'm going to show you my back on.
Come on.
Here we go. My panties that I just took off.
Is there a stain?
There we go. That'll be helping me with this.
There are many stains.
You know, guys, I can't say that I know exactly what that would smell like, but I have a feeling it wouldn't be good.
Long John Silver's dumpster right here.
Ron, I thought you said that sometimes you like dirty pussy.
When
Remember?
did I ever say
You said that on a live show, dude. It was with Diego.
Well, it might not. Dude, that Diego thing was
You were
just...
lying, weren't you? You were just trying to get... Oh, okay.
I was trying to get Diego to take his clothes off and fart.
Did you say that this thong smells like a Long John Silver's dumpster?
Yes.
Nice.
Reading.
Smells like, you know, like if you have like those fish sticks that are in the fucking freezer for too long,
yeah,
and they're expired, but you're like, oh, I'll try it anyway, and you microwave them, and your microwave has that horrible stench. That's probably what this is.
I don't eat fish sticks. I'm too classy for that.
Smells like whale vomit on her fucking. Never mind.
Nice and sheer.
She's
very
smelling
nice
it.
Very nice and sheer. It was pretty. I had a black bikini pair that were just like this. But okay, so on to the gusset reading.
So guys, if you ever see a lady walking around and you smell that stink of like bad pussy, it might not be because she's not hygienic. It might just be because she has a dirty underwear business. So she might be actually working.
And this lady can read the future from the stains in your groin.
That would be great if she could.
I'm stinking 9 to 5.
That's a hard job.
They're ready.
Smells
Let's
bad.
see here. They're ready to be read. Here we go.
What is that?
Maybe I just turn up the... Oh, there we go. Okay, now we can get a reading out of this.
It looks like somebody.
So there's a little bit of an overlap.
Is she really saying she can get a reading out of this stain on her dirty thong?
Yeah.
Wait, so she does have psychic powers of reading urine stains?
Yes.
I thought she was just a nasty bitch.
I thought you were kidding, dude.
No, she's getting a reading from it.
Okay, she went from like toss the tart in the garbage after watching the video to now we're gonna have to come back to her to see panty reading.
Game over right here.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that there are actual fucking people on the internet now that use dirty panties, stank ass pussy mushed all on your caked up panties as a psychic tool. What the fuck?
Piss shrooms, panty stain readings, burning buttholes. This episode's got it all.
2016 ain't even over yet, guys. We still got a few days left. It's still gonna get crazier. Just watch.
You see, I take great delight in finding the most depraved weirdness.
You always find the really weird ones, man. Well, Ron finds some weird ones, but then you always out-weird him somehow.
No, you make it dark and weird, like scary fucking pussy psychics. Pussy panty psychics. I don't even know how to... We can't even meme this. Like, what the fuck? It's just gross.
You found panty stains. You found burning buttholes. You found piss shrooms. You found, like, crazy, wanna hurt yourself Santa baby singing lady.
Poo hoarder.
Best I could come up with, best I could find was the KKK duck thing. And we still got to get to the man spreading, possibly.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if we got time for that, but...
Well, we're about to take a break, and then we'll do the second half of the show. But
in addition to the...
Let's try to mix that in there somewhere. Just get that off the plate.
In addition to the gusset stain future reading, I found a lady who will read your future from your asshole.
Oh, wow.
You have to send her a Xerox of your anus.
That's hot.
And she will tell you the future, apparently.
I bet she has some awesome letters coming her way.
Well, she learned her skills from Sylvester Stallone's mother, who used to do this.
Oh, yeah, notorious at that.
Right, there are two different colors, kind of a melding. And what that suggests is
when you
that...
had food poisoning, did your underwear look like this?
No, it didn't. This is more disgusting than that.
That's good.
I'm going to get a massage today, and then I'm going to be giving somebody else a massage. So like a little bit of an exchange going on.
Okay, so the panties have the mixed stains on them because it's telling her that she's going to give something and receive something in return, and that's why her panties have the stain. So
that's right.
Sounds legit. Sounds legit.
So she's gonna jerk off a dude, basically.
Yeah, but that's what she means by massage.
But you can buy
jizz.
Got to supplement that dirty panty income some way.
You can buy this dirty undergarment for $29.95.
Oh wow, that's a hell of a deal, man.
Yeah, because I don't know.
In my day, they used to cost a nickel.
Oh wow, the video that I chose to do the God damn it! Oh well, I have to choose another video now. Lame. All right, let's keep talking about Dirty Panty Lady while I find another video to play during our break.
Well, there are multiple channels from her clients, and it's basically a guy sitting at a table sniffing underwear and sanitary products. So it's like Jenkum straight from the source.
So he's a product analyst.
Yeah.
Nice. I wish that was my job.
This is a new delivery. Dude, Ian, you're onto something, dude. That's like a new delivery method for Jenkum right there.
Straight
no
from
longer
the source.
will you have to mess. Yeah, it's straight from the source. It's concentrated on her panties. Like
scratch and sniff.
Just for real, scratch and sniff, dude.
Just a whiff will get you going, but imagine chewing on them. Like, you know, some people will when they buy them.
I thought my food poisoning was bad. If I chewed on those panties, I don't even know what would happen, man.
Well, I did find the diaper chewing addiction, but it's copyrighted, so we can't use it. But this is a thing.
Well, let's actually let people know what we have coming up, okay? We have a man-spreading video. We have it's some crazy feminist bitching about man-spreading. We have Pamperchu party. It's gonna be great. Pamperchu party.
Sure. We got to get that one off the plate for sure. We've been talking about that one for 3 episodes now.
Yeah, so we got that. I have some sun gazing from Vesuvius, and so much more. Everyone, Patrick John Coleman retired again. We just want to remind everyone of it. The last time he retired, that's all.
Yeah, this is like the third time, I think, second time for sure, second time. But
well, he did a retirement, and then he lied about not charging money and left his price list up, and now he's retired again. But, watchful audience, his price list is still up, and we will be continuing to keep eyes on.
Yeah, we'll explain what's going on when we get back, but it's very obvious what this retirement is.
He stopped being a shaman twice, and he stopped selling product 3 times.
Except none of that really happened. It's all on an alternative timeline.
Exactly.
All right, guys. You ready for a short break?
Absolutely. I need to kind of clear my brain a bit and kind of huff some mushroom piss stuff.
Spread the love. I need some piss shrooms.
Man, I can't even really joke that good about this stuff. It's just too out there.
It's pretty unfucking believable.
Yeah, piss mushroom, man.
Are you saying I should kind of reel it in and go for a lighter blend of tart?
No, I like piss.
No. It's good, but it's like that just means I gotta up my game. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we got to get crazier and crazier until we go totally off the rails. So
yeah, this was the episode that the psychic vampires snapped.
Oh, we snapped a lot worse.
It doesn't even roll off the tongue easy. Piss shroom. Piss shroom.
Those are the kinds of shrooms that Mario eats too. That's why he gets so big. That was a hilarious joke. I'm really proud of myself for that one.
Ha mushroom Mario. Ha 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 ha.
Okay. All right. Okay. We'll be back in like 12 minutes. Okay, guys? See you soon. Yeah, I can't turn my headphones off, so just don't listen to the background noise, you assholes.
Shame. 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 Shame.
retards. So I'm sure that by now, those of you who haven't come aboard since the Flat Earth incident are probably sick of hearing about it. Unfortunately, there is more Flat Earth stuff coming up on this episode, so you're going to have to deal with that. But next week, I promise, I will scale it way back, but there's just too much fallout to deal with in this episode, so I have to deal with it. But I will be nice, and we're going to do a non-Flat Earth retard. And you saw me burn his free pass earlier. Patrick, I'm talking about you, my friend. So I just want everyone to know, the clip I'm about to play, Ron is making a new video about Patrick. It will include a lot of scandalous information about him, okay? I'm pretty good with the setups, but Ron always delivers the killing blow when it comes to Mr. PJC. And this is a clip that I'm assuming is going to be part of that video. You should all listen, because in this clip, Patrick will reveal that I have been right all along about everything that I have said about him, okay? And this is just the beginning of the information unveiled in this call. You will not believe some of the shit that Patrick fucking said to Ron. But listen to this. Here we go.
You're doing wrong by people.
So should I go back to the Bo Ratliff thing?
Yeah, sure. Like, you should go back to the Bo Ratliff thing. This whole shaman thing, it's destroying you, dude. Like, you're being self-destructive. If you don't fucking see that, then I don't know how to explain it. But, I mean, what you're going through is not just destructive to you, but you're also convincing other people of things that might not be true. And that there's you can give valuable advice to people without charging them an arm and a leg, and I understand that, right. I totally get that. I'm on your side with that.
There you have Patrick explaining that he's just doing this to make a living. And that he should maybe go back to being Bo Ratliff, an old character that he had, rather than continue to do the shaman thing. It's a lot more extensive when you hear the entire call. I'm sure Ron will find all of the good parts for you. But there is a point where Pat says explicitly, should I drop all this shaman shit and just go back to being Bo Ratliff? Yes, you should, Patrick. Free Bo Ratliff, okay?
I know you're just 16, but looking all of 21. You'll be married with a gun. Daddy would go to jail for you if he thought you were having the wrong sort of fun. I know that you are not a child, but there's just one thing I love about you, your style.
I want that to be our theme going into this reaction. So let's watch your video. A shaman is expected to be crazy. Immediately, off the bat, can say that you are justifying mental illness here. You're saying, I can do whatever I want because I'm a shaman. It doesn't work that way. Plus, we already have you on recording admitting that you're not really a shaman. So, you don't get to be crazy since you've admitted you're not a shaman. And there's also more history with you regarding mental illness, right? Like you've been locked up for it before, right? And should you really be making these videos, considering your delicate position? You know, not that I'll say too much, but it should be obvious what I'm hinting at here.
Hello, my name is Patrick John Coleman. The sunlight is coming in such a way as to affect the camera.
Your makeup looks like shit.
So
does your hair.
The title of this video is "A Shaman is Crazy." And
that's not the title of the video.
What the spirits do to the shaman is they drive him to the edge of insanity and back. No. They drive him
Patrick,
to the edge.
You're not at the edge of insanity, okay? You fell over the edge years ago. You are way beyond the edge of insanity, all right? Just take a look at yourself. You've got this makeup on, you got purple hair, you're telling people you're a shaman. And by the way, just I know that you remember what I said, but I just want to remind you. Audio recording of you admitting that you're not a shaman incoming. Okay? So just as a reminder, you're not a shaman!
Edge of insanity. And they pull him back.
No one pulled you back.
So, this shaman is crazy. No. The shaman is crazy.
You're not a shaman, but you are fucking crazy. That's for sure.
But through that, through that.
What is this?
Sacred.
What is this? Support Patrick John Coleman? Your contributions help me do spirit work? This was unexpected, okay? I did not see this coming. We have to take a look. Support videos by Patrick John Coleman at $1, at $5, or other amount. Add comment to be recognized, so I will thank you in my videos. You. This is absolutely disgusting, Patrick. You're actually soliciting money from people? You are on recording admitting that you're not a shaman. And now you're soliciting money from people. That's disgusting. You should be reported to somebody. And I'm sure there's someone to report you to. You know what I mean? Continuing. That leaves a really disgusting taste in my mouth.
Ritual of driving the shaman mad.
Unexpected for that contribution button to pop up, honestly.
I don't think I can do this.
Oh, more fake crying from Patrick. I'm crazy. Give me money. I don't know if I can do this video. You look like a fucking X-Men villain. What's with this hair? What the hell is going on? Is this Mad Max? What the fuck? So fake.
Keep it cool.
Keep your cool. This isn't crazy at all.
Okay, so the shaman is crazy. The shaman is expected to be crazy. Okay.
I think you're faking the breakdown at this point. I don't even think it's real. This is all for sympathy and attention. Notice you fake this breakdown as soon as the goddamn contribution button pops up in your videos. You are just awful.
So I'm going to change the title.
And where the fuck is Vitaly?
To the People keep calling me.
Are you really going to answer your phone in the middle of a video?
Keep calling me. How am I supposed to do this job as a shaman?
You're not. You clearly aren't prepared. Guys, this guy tells you he's a professional shaman, is having a goddamn nervous breakdown on video and asking you to give him money. Are you kidding me? He's already got money from the government, in case you didn't know.
Because only through the edges of insanity can you understand what people go through. What people go through. I am
That's
a shaman.
Patrickism, repeating the same sentence
I did not choose to be a shaman.
You did
was
choose
chosen
it.
for me.
It wasn't chosen for you. It's not even real. You're making it up and you know it. And I have audio recording of you admitting it. Go back to being Bo.
Yes,
Come on.
I have talents.
Oh, yeah, you have talents.
And I can heal you of your wounds.
Oh, okay, here we go. That's the real shaman coming through. I'm a shaman. Give me money.
The shaman is expected to be crazy, and that is why in ancient times...
No, the shaman is not expected to be crazy. Nobody has ever said, let's elevate crazy people and take spiritual advice from people who admit that they're fucking crazy. Who the fuck says that? Who says they want to take spiritual advice from a self-admitted lunatic?
They took care of the shaman. And they took care of the shaman.
So now you're already being taken care of. Let's take a look at where you live, which you're clearly not paying the rent for. Someone's taking care of you already, Patrick. But you just want more money to support any kind of, habits that you may have on the side that you're probably not supposed to have being in that program. You know what I'm saying?
And they took care of the shaman, and they knew the shaman was expected to be
I'm trying to make you better.
They knew the shaman was expected to be a little off.
You're not a little off. You look like the Joker. You're not a little off.
Be male, female, both in one place.
You're not male and female either. You're just a male.
So the shaman is expected to be a little crazy.
No.
So my followers and my friends.
Give me money. You can donate in $1 or $5 contributions.
Being attacked by demonic forces.
I'm being attacked. I need money to fight the demons.
Forgiveness.
You need to ask forgiveness, but you can only do it by being honest. Honesty is not your best trait, is it?
And help.
Shamans
are expected to be a little bit crazy. They're expected to be a little bit crazy.
You're just repeating yourself. Stop repeating yourself. A little bit crazy. You are gross. You're seriously a vile, twisted person. Dark. Fucking dark. All right, guys. I'm still pretty worked up. Because I had 2 amps. All right? So, let's get to the next video. That's right, everyone. The break is over.
That's one of my favorites. The makeup is almost at the level of Ground Force Illuminati.
For real, that makeup in that video is just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not good at using makeup. When I do, though, it looks a hell of a lot better than that.
That was actually one of Patrick's more insane videos. Remember, that was a period I mean, people think Patrick's bad now. That was a really crazy time for him.
Yeah, the Men in Black were constantly showing up, and, there was stuff about the Pope and all kinds of different bullshit.
Yeah, if you think that shit was crazy, there are so many videos that are worse than that one that he's taken off of the internet. So,
yeah, check out the Doc Savage channel for your complete uncensored shaman update.
Yeah, we recovered a lot of the videos that he was trying to hide, but there's so many that we'll never see again, like the one where Oxapoy is talking to him.
Here I am.
Hey, Ron, how's it going?
I'm back.
I do have the one where Big Daddy frequently sort of jumps in and possesses him.
Big Daddy, one of the favorites of Patrick's 32 spirit guides.
That he can never name. He only ever talks about them in number, and Oxapoy is one of them. Vitali is one of them, peace be upon him, Big Daddy, but the rest of them, I think he just made them up.
Well, we can just really quickly get Patrick out of the way. Well, this won't take long. I just want to explain what's going on here. Patrick has recently retired, okay? That's totally believable, guys. He's never done that before.
There's no precedent whatsoever.
No. But well, let's just let him talk for a second.
Hello, my name is Patrick John Coleman. It's Friday, almost 2 o'clock. I have a special announcement to make. Okay. I am going into retirement.
Wow.
I'm retiring.
He's made so much money from his shamanic activities that he no longer has to work, everyone.
No longer has to work, yeah.
Yeah, because he was doing real work before.
From being a practicing shaman.
I thought a shaman never retires. I thought, did the gods, when they picked Patrick, they were like, we're going to give you powers, Patrick, but you can retire in a couple of years. I'm sure that's
how does
totally...
that even work?
Yeah, the gods...
You don't get to choose to be a shaman. I humped this tree and cried. And then I became a shaman.
I can't wait to tell everyone what's really going on.
What a weight is lifted off my shoulders. Now, there's several reasons that I'm retiring from being a practicing shaman. Doesn't mean I won't be a shaman anymore.
Okay, I'll just let the cat out of the bag, okay? Patrick's retiring right now because in a couple of weeks, he's going to be back at his mother's place in Kentucky. And I've heard that she's come into some money or is about to come into some money. So what Patrick's doing is cleaning up his act so he can tell his mom that he retired. I guarantee you come January, he's going to be a practicing shaman again. Okay? It won't take long. That's exactly what's going on.
For the record, every other time he has retired, his price list has remained up. It's never been down throughout this entire period.
Right now, right?
Yeah, it's still up right now.
Yeah, I checked yesterday.
So I know that Patrick's going to Cincinnati, he's announced, and then he's going to his mother's house in Kentucky. Patrick, in Cincinnati, you should totally walk around in your full getup. Everyone will love it, and you'll make friends everywhere. So just get fully made up when you go to Cincinnati. Do the wig, do the makeup. You'll be super popular, okay? And then go, I haven't been to Cincinnati in a while, but from what I remember, over the Rhine would be a good area to walk around dressed up like that.
Make sure you
should go to Kentucky.
Yeah. Make sure
when he
you
gets to
shout at
Kentucky, he
lots of
needs to.
animals. Sorry, make sure you shout at lots of animals and heal children in the street.
Yeah, that's pretty normal for Cincinnati, actually.
Try wearing your cape when you're doing it.
Wear the cape for sure.
And I was going to say, when you get to Kentucky, make sure you find Von Helton and meet up with him and hang out. I'm sure you guys would have a lot of fun.
It would be so epic that a vortex would open when they meet.
They could talk about paganism together.
Not to mention, Von Helton's a vampire, so you might need his help to take us out because we're all vampires as well. You need to get someone who's like us to understand how to defeat us, Patrick.
Yeah,
that's correct.
I listened to Vaughn earlier on today claiming that he's a distant relative of Vlad the Impaler, which...
very distant, extremely distant.
But he's also 120% Cherokee. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
And is a space ninja who invented the stealth fighter and such. Quite the character.
We need to dive into Von Helton like real deep one of these days.
We'll have a vampire palooza.
Yeah.
Vampalooza.
I want to get him on here. We almost had him that one time. And then, oh yeah, I remember what happened that week. Anyway.
Well, Vaughn does a nice thing about evolution being a function of an amoeba being struck by lightning in outer space, which is certainly one of the most colorful non-theories I've heard recently.
Sounds very scientific.
He hangs with Brett King quite a bit, so maybe we can use him.
Yeah, they are friends. Stephen Christ used to be friends with Brett Keane, too. All these people are kind of loosely connected.
It's a good douchebag collective.
Stephen is the Lord. Do not call him a douchebag. He will strike you down. Okay?
Judgment Day is upon us.
Yeah. I'll let a lot of things slide on this show, but not talking shit about the Lord. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Gotta put my foot down. All right. I just want to see the part where Patrick. Yeah, I just want to show the part where Patrick says,
I did what I came to do. Mission accomplished. I need to make a big mission accomplished banner and put it behind me.
What exactly have you accomplished, Patrick, other than sending your boyfriends to the mental ward or to even less pleasant places?
Well, he did create 1,000 new shamans using his willpower alone. So
and stole the election for Trump.
Yeah, Trump is a president because of him. He's accomplished a lot, really.
I'm
called people the N-word for sure.
I'm retired.
Yeah, like Obama.
This has been.
Okay, I don't know what part he says it in. He says he's made enough money.
I should know. But
I'm trying not to spend too much time on Patrick. He says that he made enough money to retire. So now he's made enough money, he can just live the rest of his life. But he's still collecting like money from Catholic charities. I know he still gets some kind of government assistance. Is he declaring his shamanic income to the feds? I mean, is he paying taxes on this money? I wonder.
I doubt very much that Patrick has ever paid taxes.
Never would.
Will we have the chance to see his previous retirement video where he
we'll watch it real quick.
Hello.
Okay.
We're not going to watch the whole thing.
My name is Patrick John Coleman. My hair is so crazy.
This is the first. Well, actually, it's probably not the first time he retired, but it's one of the previous times that he retired. Okay.
My hair is so crazy. This is my last post on this channel. This is my last post on this channel as a shaman.
It was not, by the way.
My last post as a shaman because I'm feeling.
Another thing with all of the YouTube degenerate crowd is that they're constantly saying that it's their last post, or they're constantly threatening to leave like anybody gives a flying fuck. You know you're dealing with a degenerate when they're constantly talking about how they're about to fucking leave. No one cares.
Dude, like, nobody gives a shit. Go away.
It would actually help him if he left. Like, then he could operate under the radar. You're putting yourself on the radar, you fucking retard.
In this one, he even talks about being an underground shaman because he's feeling the heat.
Yeah, the heat of the authorities that were fucking knocking on his door.
Is it me, or does he sound a little bit fucked up in this video?
This was the era when he was channeling Vitaly, so yeah, he was definitely fucked up.
Too much heat. I'm feeling too much heat. No one can help me. No one can help me.
All right.
That heat you could be feeling, it might be the absurd amount of opiates you took or the heat of your actions.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is an old one. Where does he say retires? Oh, here we go. Some crying. Let's just watch some crying and then we'll bow out. Fake tears from Patrick, okay? Should play some music too.
Remember, he has a medical condition. I can't actually cry tears.
Yeah, that's why, that's how he can get away with fake crying all the time, because of his medical condition. Which, by the way, is that he's a robot.
Do you have empathy for me? Do you have empathy for me? This is my last post.
Okay, when I see the wart, all I can think of is that Ace of Base song, but it's a beautiful life. Oh, I gotta play it now. It's already falling apart.
Look at him. No dignity, having droopy dog, wasted junkie.
Look at the wart, and then it's coming. It's a beautiful wart. Oh! It was a lot funnier in my head. Was way funnier in my head than.
No, I could get into that.
If I made a really hardcore video, it would be funnier. Just take my word for it and laugh, everyone. All right. Do you want to be done with Patrick? Because we got so much more.
Yes.
Yeah, Patrick has retired many times and never tells the truth.
That's right.
Final nail in the coffin for tonight.
All right, Patrick. Bye-bye, buddy. I'll see you at the wedding, okay? I feel like we need to do Pamperchu.
Yeah.
We really do.
I want to do Pamperchu. In case you guys don't remember who Pamperchu is, Ron, do you want to give him a little explanation?
Pamperchu is a 20-something-year-old man that has a diaper fetish and a furry fetish. He likes Pokemon a lot, therefore the name Pamperchu. So he dumpster dives, actually. There's forum posts that have been captured and shared and kind of went a little bit viral of him talking about microwaving diapers that he finds in the dumpster, and that it's completely safe and you can't get an infection from it, despite everybody telling him not to fucking do it and you're a fucking weirdo. So
just for clarity,
long story short, he has like a tumor.
He has a tumor?
Yeah, he has a tumor on his neck.
Wow. That's from putting on dirty diapers from old people.
Yes. He got an infection which led to this. And yeah.
What were you saying, Doc?
No, it's just that he has a stack of vintage microwaves dedicated for microwaving other people's diapers that he then puts on, as well as his bunny suit.
And
that's right.
Super hot, too. Just kidding.
Ew. Are you serious?
No, I'm not serious. Come on.
I can never tell with you, man.
Hello, everyone.
You like some weird shit.
Not this.
Tonight, we are having our monthly ABDL party.
Patrick is my husband.
How are you liking the party so far? Really fun.
So these are a bunch of adults who think a man sleeping in an adult-sized crib is just totally normal, in case you're wondering what kind of party this is, okay?
They all have a bunch of their own fetishes as well, and they all just kind of meet up and mash it all together. But the main theme is being in a diaper and being a baby person.
And these are all people who apparently don't know each other, because she has a "hello, my name is" tag on. So a bunch of strangers come to this weirdo's house and talk about microwaving diapers and wearing Pampers and having a creepy old man.
He set it up all through Facebook and Craigslist, I think.
Nice. I wonder if any gross sex went on.
So, you like the crib?
Yeah. Yeah. I love it.
It's really big. Yeah.
It's really big. Oh, yeah.
It's really big.
That's a big crib.
This is what all the cool kids do when they party, guys. Wait, does he have multiple cribs in his house?
Yes.
Wow, he is really dedicated to this.
That looks like an out there, dude.
What's that, Doc?
Quite a nice record deck, though.
Yeah, he's got some nice stuff, scattered amongst poopy diapers and giant cribs.
And he lives with an elderly guy that looks like Master Splinter, right?
Yeah, the elderly guy is something else. That guy needs to have his own channel, too. What a party. Do you think they're watching anime together?
Oh, yeah. No doubt. Hentai. Fist porn.
Yeah, tentacle porn.
Yaoi.
Yaoi. Wow, they're hardcore.
Because then you'll say, I said a bad word.
Did you say a bad word?
Bamsey said a bad word.
Bamsey said pussy.
All the guys have a similar inflection to their voice. Did you notice that?
I got a raging clue. Do you have a raging clue? Oh, yeah, I have a raging clue, too. I think it's pointing over here. That's what they remind me of. And then get this, they're talking about Nancy said pussy.
Oh, yeah. And he put 21 and up at the start of the video. Like, all you're doing is being weird. There's really nothing questionable going on in the video. Just a bunch of...
I think it was just, it was an escape clause, just in case someone thought that was a regular-sized crib with a child in it.
Right. Yeah. Hide from all criticism behind that.
I'm not allowed to say that word.
They're all touching each other.
Put that back just a little bit. You gotta actually hear that one person actually do something like a weird chipmunk child saying pussy.
I said a bad word.
Did you say a bad word?
Was it before that?
No, you tell him.
No, it's right there. Put it back.
No, you tell him.
No, because then you'll say, I said a bad word.
Did you say a bad word?
Bamsey said a bad word.
Bamsey said pussy.
Oh, wow. That's like a 4-year-old's giggle.
Yeah, isn't that not weird?
There's some helium going on there.
Yeah, something weird's going on. I mean, obviously.
Now we got some weird fetish for crawling and feet.
So he can afford like the giant cribs, but he can't afford a frame for the actual bed. So
no, sir. The
The
Asian man buys all this shit.
Oh,
Remember
does he live in the Asian guy's house? That guy must be wealthy, dude.
He's still with them. Yeah.
Creepy.
He's a computer designer, and this guy that has a job. I forget what he does, but
his life must be a living hell. I mean, Pamperchu.
Well, I'd make more money selling anything.
Or maybe he really does enjoy being like this old man's sex slave. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Something.
It would be held. It would be held to most normal people, but this guy isn't most normal people. He is a
might be heaven for him
person.
I
mean, excuse me, but you got a fucking problem if you're microwaving diapers and wearing them to the point where you grow a fucking mass on your neck, dude. There's something wrong with that.
You might have an issue. There might be a problem.
Yeah, probably. You need to talk to someone about that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can sell. I could sell stuff. I'm gonna sell Michael's because his is stinkiest.
Do you think while at this party he's wearing a poopy diaper that he found in an old folks dumpster, old folks nursing home dumpster?
No doubt. They might all be. Who knows? He collects them.
Pamper party.
He collects them like Pokemon cards. He's just got to catch them all.
Could get some fungus off of there.
I didn't know we had so many people in the future.
Yeah.
Well,
I wonder if he eats diaper shrooms. Diaper shrooms, dude.
And this one
Yeah.
to use
Right. This is just cringy and awkward.
You're safe.
Where's Pamperchu?
He's like zooming in on all the fucking toes. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. So how long?
Oh my God! For real? This party's getting crazy. Everyone's sitting around in their Pampers.
Yeah, she's about to wet herself, probably.
That's a dude,
Just
man.
Silk Road with a thunder.
I liked
whatever it is.
Alphabet.
Alphabet, yeah.
Yeah, spread your legs, show off that sexy diaper, buddy.
I want a shitty thing in my ground.
Do you think that when he's sitting here in the diaper, he knows that this is going to be broadcast on the internet? Like, does he know that the whole world is going to see him sitting here in this fucking diaper? And if so, why did he decide to go ahead and go through with it?
I mean, he's got to know. I got a feeling that's why he's pulling the pose.
Oh my God.
He wants it.
Could there be poop in this diaper?
I think there's just about to be.
Yeah, he's going to take a dump on the camera.
Yeah.
And they had no idea what was going on. They were wondering why the energy bill was going up so high. I bought
What is this pose, man?
He has a fucking ankle bracelet. That tells you everything.
Okay, let's skip ahead.
Besides the weird diaper.
Hold on. What the fuck?
Fuck yes.
Let's introduce my weird electronic stuff.
Dude, are they all in Pampers?
Yeah.
Yes. It's a diaper party. What do you mean? You've never been to one?
Yeah, those things never would get you anything, really.
Yeah, no, they don't.
This is autism to the max right here, guys.
Dude, a human sacrifice at a satanic, like, fucking gathering would be less creepy to me than whatever the hell is going on here. This is fucking bizarre, man.
You wouldn't.
Hold on, let's skip ahead. See, the ladies don't want to wear Pampers, only the pervy guys.
No, they want to wear footy pajamas, and I can't.
Are they all just feeling each other too? They're all just like fucking molesting each other.
Right.
They're having baby ASMR.
I'm holding this and she's...
This guy's hand was on the other one. So are they all pretending to molest each other?
Dude.
That's so creepy, dude.
Take his shirt off too. Like, come on, man. You're not Tony Pickles, nigga.
And the guy behind him had his hand on his thigh.
May I?
It's a broken one.
What a party. This is the night of their lives. They'll remember this night for years. They even got somebody
They all
playing
don't
guitar.
even know each other, man. They're all like Facebook tards.
Well, what a fun party, guys. Don't you all wish that you could be at such a party? Pamperchu party. Much talked about. There you go.
Just imagine being the normal person that shows up at this party thinking it's going to be
Nobody
normal.
would show up. Nobody.
No, but I mean, just like offhand, you decided to go, and it's like, yeah, it's just going to be like a baby-themed party. But no, people are actually just being weird and, man, they don't see that pussy.
This is an oddly dark episode.
A bunch of grown people sitting around shitting themselves for fun.
Oh my god! I bet they do. Like, some of them probably were shitting their diapers at that fucking party and changing each other's diapers and. Ugh.
I think that does it for the fecal folly segment for the evening.
No,
we got more.
No.
We got more.
We have
more poop play.
Hello there,
I love
witches.
me some
It's
fecal
your
follies.
sister witch, Kathy.
Fecal news segment here on Psychic Vampires. This is some kind of spell, banishing spell, feces spell. All right. So let's hear what she has to say.
And I am here today at my workstation, and I was on YouTube, and
she's from her office
and recording from her office while she's supposed to be working
online and doing some work.
Says,
and all.
to whom it may concern, I banish you, feces spell. And you know, she sounds exactly like that fucking Three Hoodoo Sisters person. I wonder if it is the same person.
I think it might be.
Of that, and I saw a feces spell, which I haven't done in a long time, but I will tell you that it works if you have the right amount of magic inside of you, and you've been practicing.
Oh my god!
Yeah. If the poo. Okay, so what did I say? What the spell is? What she just said is going to be so much more hilarious when she reveals what the spell is.
For a little while, this will definitely work. And if you're a beginner, it's something that you should consider practicing or working into your craft. So, anyway.
Your craft.
What you need to do when starting this banishing spell,
your craft, man.
Yeah, if you're a beginner, you can start with this.
You got to work it into your crack. Make sure you get enough poop on the towel before you flush it. The more poop you get on the towel, the more magic there is. So that's how it works, guys. You write the name, then you wipe your ass with it. So that's how it works. Totally magic.
Back in the day, we would call it this shit on her spell or shit on him spell.
Back in the day, we would call it the shit on her spell. We, like, multiple people are talking to each other about this poop spell that they cast. Girl, I cast a poop spell the other day, and it totally worked, girl.
Man, this shit on him spell was so good. I swear to God, I shit all over that fool.
And also, she's shitting on the company Bounty. Like, she's kind of casting the spell on Bounty. What did Bounty ever do to her? That's not cool.
Quicker pick up.
It is.
I'm shitting all over that company. I hate them.
Basically, it was
quicker picker upper my ass.
Bounty needs to sue her. Get this video taken down.
To this spell is to banish someone out of your life, to get rid of a person that
the higher quality paper towel you use, the more likely the spell is to work. Everybody,
you don't want anything.
That just means you have a huge ass if it has to be a paper towel. Like, use a toilet paper. Why is she using paper towels?
Oh, she explains that. But what I'm finding unusual is that this lady sounds like she's got some age on her. No disrespect. My dear little old mother wouldn't even say the word poo, let alone make a video.
Well, this lady doesn't mind at all shoving her poo in your face. Although I guess it could be worse. She could be showing us the poop.
And me and one of my sister...
She doesn't show the poop, right?
Not in this video.
I hope so.
No, we can't show poop.
We did have the nasty underwear reading woman to make up for it.
Yeah, no poop though, guys.
Just was talking today, and she was telling me that I needed to banish some people, and I got to thinking about it, and you know what? She was absolutely right. So
yeah. Okay, whatever. You wipe your ass with this. We get it. It's not this video takes 6 minutes to explain. I mean, fuck.
Basically, what you do is you poop on some paper that you wrote on saying, fuck you, I hate you, person.
Yeah. I don't have the patience for this.
Yeah.
That was lovely.
Took like 2 seconds.
That's your advanced magic training for the evening?
So here's what we got left, guys. We can appease Greg, and as we all know, we don't want to upset Greg because he's the mastermind behind the show. We have Vesuvius. That would make Greg happy. We also have, what else we got here? Spiritry Naima. Yeah. So we have some crazy Christ art talking about how God told her to watch television and movies and shit. And we have the world's first openly gay African king, Ra Suma Ba Ifag Bemi. I swear I didn't make that last part.
What?
His name is really Ifag Bemi. Ra Suma Ba Ifag Bemi.
I'm laughing way harder than I should be at that, but Ifag Bemi. I didn't.
That's because you're a homophobe.
Oh yeah, I know. Greg groomed me to be so.
He needs you to be a homophobe so people don't detect the true agenda, which is to turn everyone into a flaming butthole sodomite. So,
that's right.
So who should we go for next?
I don't know. You want to do Vesuvius or do you want to do Ra Suma Ba?
I think
we have man spreading too.
Just for Greg. Greg is going to get very upset if we don't do that.
Let me find this man spreading video.
He's spamming our chat with volcano emojis. He really needs to get off, dude.
Greg, you better calm the fuck down, okay?
Dude, imagine like over there. Greg jizzes, he's going to shoot a kidney stone and it's going to bounce off his fucking ceiling fan, bounce back and kill him, and we'll be responsible if we play that. So I don't know.
Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe that's what we want to do. Maybe that's how we'll finally regain control of our show. We'll have to just covertly take him out with some subtle tactic like that.
What's up,
we should do that.
All right, Greg, get your wiener out. It's Vesuvius, and he's going to pee in his own mouth. It's going to be fun. Actually, this one is sun-gazing secrets. So Vesuvius is going to gaze into the sun. I don't think he'll actually do it, though. I don't think he actually does it. He probably just tells people he does it. He wants to be a cult leader, but I don't think he's got the chops just yet.
Nah. He sucks.
This is my old spot, if you see my old videos. Anyway, there are some secrets about the sun.
Okay.
That need to be openly discussed.
All right.
Or at least said.
Yeah.
Now, if you haven't seen my previous, the sun gazing video.
I don't know, guys. Have you seen his previous sun gazing video?
The one that he gazes into the sun in?
Yeah. I would like to see him stare into the sun for a while. That would be hilarious. It's like, what are they going to say next? Like, bashing your head into a wall repeatedly also increases your spiritual powers. Staring into the sun is fucking retarded. It burns out your retinas, you idiot. You're not supposed to, okay? But they think it gives them powers, so they can go right ahead.
I made a few months ago,
Drinking pee, staring at the sun, all that's totally spiritual, guys.
No, watch that, or if you don't even know what sun gazing,
do a lot of mushrooms and smoke weed constantly.
He had one video where he was talking about staring into the eyes of a bug, and he had this vision of all these reptilian planets and shit. And I'm like, okay, you're clearly on something. Nobody fucking does that unless they're on something. And if you're on something, you need to question your judgment because it could be wrong.
do yourself a favor, and
It's actually possible to smoke yourself retarded on weed. I don't.
Yeah.
You really work at it. But
I really can't deny that it's possible.
He uses gravity bongs a lot, I bet.
I knew one guy who did a lot of mushrooms and convinced himself that he was Martin Sheen in Apocalypse Now. And
he was in his own mind.
Did he have tiger blood?
Yeah,
he must have had tiger blood.
Yeah, he was eventually arrested in the woods, covered in mud, just running around naked, a bit like Dale Gribble in King of the Hill.
That's how this guy's going to get arrested when he finally does, running around naked in the woods, high from drinking his own pee and staring at the sun all day. What a future.
look around, watch my video or watch other people's videos, and get acquainted with it. And if you guys, if you know what this is and you haven't started yet, you haven't started looking at the sun yet, do yourself a huge favor. In every way possible. It is a benefit, and I can't imagine any.
So he's telling people that is he saying they'll get a medical benefit from staring at the sun? I mean, is he really? I guess he's allowed to give out advice like this because he's not saying he's a doctor or anything, but it seems like telling people that there's a medical benefit to staring at the sun. I don't know. Should it be illegal?
I mean, your skin's capable of absorbing nutrients, but I don't think your eyeballs are.
Yeah, it'll burn your fucking eyes out.
Yeah, I mean, the exchange isn't going to be that good.
Yeah.
You might receive a little bit extra D3 that day, but you probably lost a lot of vision.
Well, even if
I still think that this guy is Yogi Zen's kid.
I could see them being related. Yogi Zen's future is definitely his future, though.
Aspect of your life that it won't.
So I don't know if he espouses Breatharianism, but it's not far away if he doesn't already.
Yeah, get ready for a coconut shop.
You know.
At least this guy has eaten a cheeseburger within the last year, so.
Just look at the sun. I don't think he eats meat. Look into sun gazing if you don't know what it is, and start. But as for my more advanced folk, people that have been sun gazing for a while, or people just starting out, I want you to know that, if you don't already, I want you to know
you're kind of a bore, dude.
One of the many things the sun will tell you, and one of the most profound.
This ought to be good. Apparently the sun tells him things when he stares at it. So there's another element to this retardation. It makes it a little better, I think. A little richer.
Gob shit piece of trash. Like, dude, he's literally just smoked himself retarded. That's it. He can't actually make a point.
It seems like once you start drinking your own pee and staring at the sun, that
you're too fucking far gone, man.
Well, maybe the human race is doomed. Like, maybe we're past the point of no return. There's more and more people doing this crap. Maybe our species is committing suicide now. Maybe that's what's going on.
Yeah, we've got one generation left. That's it. So the rapture people will be very happy.
Like, I could see people with this kind of like thinking in a generation or two will be people be cutting their dicks off or sewing up their fucking vaginas. I mean, what the hell? This is totally self-destructive, but I guess that they don't realize it's self-destructive. They think it's empowering because they're fucking retarded.
And because
we
they're
got
living
8
in someone
years,
else's
I guarantee you, of Trump, and it's going to be so much more retarded than this within that 8 years.
Yeah. How's that going to turn out 8 years from now?
God, it's scary. I feel like I'm already at the old man on the porch phase saying, hey, all you retards get the fuck off my lawn. And now I'm like 32, dude. I'm going to be 60. Just, I don't know. I'm going to end it way before then if it gets worse.
That's not funny, Ron. That's not funny.
This is terrible.
Instead of doing that, you could always just drink your own pee and stare at the sun.
And eat shrooms.
What happens is your eyes, which are connected to your soul, it's your soul physically, right?
Oh yeah, the sun tells your soul shit through your eyeballs.
Stronger,
Makes
as even
sense.
the muscles in your eyes get more used to looking at the sun, right in the safe hours, termed safe.
What power does he have? Like, what power has staring at the sun given him? Does he seem like somebody who's powerful?
The ability to make Greg cream at any fucking notice.
That's not very hard.
That's a special power. Greg is creaming himself silly.
That could be true, but I don't think that's a difficult thing to accomplish.
Ooh, sick burn, Greg. You try to say you nut easy, bro. You try to say you nut on the DL real
Dude,
quick.
Vesuvius is gross, man. Greg likes him. So
Greg likes gross boys.
Well, Greg likes me. Am I gross? What are you trying to say?
That's his fetish. Gross boys. But you're a gross, pretty boy.
Yeah, I'm real pretty.
He likes your mouth.
Like sunset, sunrise. As you start looking in these hours, well, you can increase that as you get stronger. And here's the secret, guys. You will be able to look at the sun whenever you want. I can look now, and it's
even at nighttime.
You know, I mean, it's kind of intense right now. I mean, I'm still building up my.
I live in Iceland. It's dark all the time here. I can't look at the sun at all.
Nice freeze
frame. I've been in Ireland for several years. I couldn't see the sun for days at a time often, and it's like, are you? Sure, yeah, I'm gonna sun gaze now. The ancient druids of Ireland were great at sun gazing through the clouds. That made them the best sun gazers ever, me lad.
This guy's going to be fooling around blind, like with kidney failure in 20 years. It's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
And by the way, not married.
With a big
look at his cross eyes right there.
I know. All right.
It's
Do you
like,
think
if
he's
you
naked
stare at
here?
the sun long enough, you get better at it. No, it's just because you're burning out your retina and you can't see as much.
Yeah, if it gets to the point where you can stare at the sun without visible discomfort, you might be sincerely fucked. Okay? Your eyes are gonna fucking go bad. Sorry. All right. Have we done with Vesuvius?
Greg just said in the chat, guys, I want to bring this to everyone's attention. Well, if I would drink his cum, what's a little pee? Quote, Greg, 2016,
Wow, Greg.
December.
Quoth. Say quoth, it's classier. All
Quoth.
right.
Quoth,
Greg,
said the Raven Greg.
Greg, I hope you had enough time to get that nut off because I'm a little bored with Vesuvius.
I'm done with Vesuvius. When he's not drinking his pee, I'm not interested in the guy.
I have not actually seen him drink his pee, which leads me to believe he might not actually be doing it. And if he is actually doing it, Vesuvius, you're going to need to prove it. Make a video of you drinking your own pee, or else you're a fucking liar, dude. Come on.
This motherfucker probably washes his hair with fucking Head and Shoulders 2-in-1.
Yeah, look at that hair. There's no way that that's somebody who's washing his hair with pee. Now, he didn't say he washes his hair with pee, but...
I wish my hair could do that at all. Don't we all even? I'm pretty sure we would all want his hair.
He does have very nice hair. I mean, let's be honest.
Luxurious as fuck.
Well, we have more to get through, including, what's his name? His name is King. Okay, so I'll just start it. The title of the video is World's First Openly Gay African King, King Ra Suma Ba I Fagmi. Q&A. So
I fag what now?
IFAGBEMI. IFAGBEMI. That's his name.
IFAGBEMI.
And he used to just be a gay shaman, but then he got a new wig and it became a king.
He was a gay shaman because I remember we were trying to replace Patrick a while ago when we came across this guy. But he's the world's first gay African king that is neither African nor a king. Okay? So should be pretty cool. At least
Is
I
it a
don't think
white
he's
guy?
African.
Because it'll be hilarious.
No, he's African American, but like he didn't fucking live in Africa.
Gotcha.
Or maybe he did. I could be totally wrong.
In another reincarnation, I think he did. But presently,
he was a gay
I
African king in a past life.
he lives in the vicinity of Akron, Ohio.
Yeah, which is where all African kings live. Raw Golden Beetle.
Murder up.
Brotherhood of Gay Egyptian Shamanism. Also not Egyptian.
So that means there's more gay Egyptian shamans.
There's how you Ron. IFAGBEMI. So there you go. You can look up his hot videos later. Let's skip this music.
I was born in the United States of America. And I went to school at Princeton.
Okay, so yeah, not African. So there we go. We've resolved that one.
Purple rain.
He's like Prince and who is that guy? Rick James. Kind of like Rick James.
Yeah, Rick James.
Yeah.
Those were his mom and dad.
Anal pain. Anal pain.
And I studied
this guy knows anal pain quite well.
Yeah, he's very familiar.
Interest in Buddhism and the study of Asian religions. And during my time at Columbia, I found...
What kind of gay African king can't afford a decent fucking microphone? So I guess being a king doesn't pay very well. Nice setup, though.
Nice setup.
You need to soundproof your room, dude.
Yeah, come on, man. A real king wouldn't have such a low quality video, dude.
Broke ass motherfucking shaman.
Meaning
his hair is on
Egyptian temples. And from there I took
That's a wig, though. Remember, he's bald in the last video. You don't grow this shit that quick. You don't look this luxurious that easy without buying it.
Maybe he got a weave.
Became very involved in Kemet. Later on, I met a man by the name of Chief Afolabi Ebega, who is a very renowned Babalawo. His generations of priests go back to the 1300s AD. And he was in Nigeria, and he said, I will initiate you. So I went there and became crowned a high priest and a king, and was told to come back.
How can you become a king when you're not a king of anything? Doesn't a king, like, have dominion over a country or something?
Yeah, it's kind of included in the title.
It's like, it's the same thing with shaman. Like, he's probably thinking, like, well, if I can call myself a shaman, I might as well just call myself a king. Like, you don't have to fucking do anything to actually... Well, he said he went through some kind of training. How do you go through training to be a king? You either take...
I think he probably had drunk sex on the beach with some guy. And
that was the training. It was anal training.
He probably tickles him with those fake-ass fucking peacock quills behind him.
The temples of the gods of Africa. I moved to Atlanta, built 2 temples there, and eventually closed those temples.
He built temples? So he has money? I mean...
Let's see the temples, please.
Yeah, I want to see the temples. Hold on. Let's let him play. I'll look it up. King Ra Sima Ba Temple. I'll look it up.
The final one, which is the Golden Beetle Temple. A temple just for gay men and our spirituality.
This sounds reminiscent of Patrick Coleman's gay shaman monastery that he was going to put together. It sounds derivative.
I kind of don't believe it because Okay, I'm looking up Rasumaba Temple, because he said he put together 2 temples for gay shamans in Atlanta. Like, there's that many gay shamans in Atlanta, dude.
Of all places.
I'm looking it up. All of this stuff I can find is from his own website. I can't actually find any pictures of these temples.
I don't think Atlanta's going to be the most accepting place to host 2 gay shaman clinics.
Maybe he meant Atlantis rather than Atlanta.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's probably what he meant. I'm
So
looking
he-
at his thing.
That would make more sense, actually.
He offers readings and stuff like that. I don't see anything about a church, though. The temple's probably got shut down or something. That's why we can't find any, shut down, because they never existed.
But we should all contribute.
We should all what?
We should all contribute, because clearly this is a legit thing. He's really a king. The hair is perfectly real. That is gold he's wearing around his neck, and he actually has a giant peacock sitting to his side.
Yeah, this isn't plastic, everyone. It's gold.
He looks like a pimp from a Kung Fu 1970s blaxploitation film.
He kind of
It's
does.
fucking crazy.
That's racist, Ron.
No, dude, that's a genre of film. I'm sorry that I watch films. That's not racist.
I just see him backhanding a bitch. That's all I see when I look at this.
You better bring Slick Pussy his money. That's his pimp name.
That's his
Slick
pimp
Pussy.
name.
Slick Pussy.
That one's gonna stick, I think.
It is based upon the religious teachings of ancient Kemet of Egypt, and the men study the mysteries of Egypt. They learn the gods of Kemet, they learn the rituals, the chants, the meditations, and all of
Learning rituals and chants doesn't make you a king, dude. You're pretty much born into being a king, or you ascend to the throne. But whatever. I'm like beating a dead horse with this obvious point. Why am I doing that?
the training required to become a shaman. As a shaman,
Okay, so if Patrick, who is a degenerate, can manage better audio quality, this guy should be able to.
I know, he must not be as good as shaman.
You know,
This guy has had shamanic training, though. So far as I know, Patrick just fucking said he was a shaman one day. So,
yeah.
A little more respect for this guy than Patrick, just slightly.
you're able to use the powers of the
freak.
Yeah, I'm really getting some Rick James vibes.
make things happen.
Coke is a hell of a drug. Hey, he's got his nips out.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. You know what that means, don't you, Ron?
No, what could it possibly mean, Michael?
I don't know, but we're going to watch his titties for the rest of the time we watch this guy.
Do I seriously need to, hold my crown down right now?
I don't know. He's got... Doc, I think his nipples are better than Ron's.
I was just going to say, I've seen many a woman without as impressive a breast as that.
Ron, your nipples? I don't know. Let me make Ron bigger. We'll do a nipple off. Okay, show him again. There you go. What do you guys think? Who's got better nipples, Ron or Ross Umaba?
It's cold in here.
Get him ready.
Boing.
Ron's are hairier.
Yeah, I like Roz better. Dude. We may have a new nipple god.
Dude, I could feed a fucking Egyptian village more than he could. I have more right to the throne than him.
You're going to have a nipple competition.
I can't compete with Rick James.
That's right. Coke is a hell of a drug.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
To counsel people.
I never put my feet on Murphy's couch.
That is the rainbow of the gay spirit.
All right. Show us more of them boobs. We want to see some more.
We are not heterosexual. We have a gay experience that's gay male. And we have to have a space that is safe for us. A space where each person understands.
We need a gay safe space shaman pyramid built in Egypt. Send money.
I don't know. I don't understand why he has to make a religion out of what he likes to do with his dick. Is it that important to you, man?
I'll tell you why. It's so he can get tax-free contributions.
This motherfucker's nipples looking like milk duds over here. I can't compete.
No, you can't. This guy's got some superior nips for sure. And he's got them out to blaze. I don't know. Are we done with him?
I'm done with him.
All right.
I just now noticed he's got like a cat next to him all golden and shit. That's pimp right there. He ain't fucking playing, dude.
He uses it to smack bitches when they don't bring his money back.
Slaps. That's why they call him Slick Pussy, man.
Slick Pussy.
My ball. Pussy.
Oh, Ron's gonna get excited. So this is a nice looking video.
A bunch of people with nose piercings complaining about their vaginas not being spread enough.
Well,
or something like that.
Maybe she'll make. We haven't watched this, have we?
We watched a little teeny bit of it, but we didn't get through it.
Okay, well, let's try again.
I don't want my balls sticking to my legs.
That's a real concern, though.
Man-spreading is when a man spreads.
Yeah, I remember this now. How far did we get? Maybe we can skip to that part. I remember her for sure.
We got like maybe about a minute into it, probably.
All right, let's skip to here.
Man spreading, and I forgot that I had to do this.
I think whenever a woman takes up space, she's considered bossy, she's considered aggressive. There are a lot of stereotypes surrounding black women and whether or not we're angry or we're dominant. And so maybe a lot of the reasons why I do minimalize my presence is because I don't want to be perceived or engage with those stereotypes.
I just got my... What are you even doing?
Yeah, I've certainly never sat like that in my life. Certainly not in public.
Yeah.
And I've never once
throw my leg up here.
Yeah.
Need some fucking rice and beans real quick.
Yeah, she's doing it while she's eating. Got to stretch it out.
I love the smell of my own vagina when I'm eating rice and beans.
I have never once thought that woman's taking up space. That seems aggressive.
I know. What is she talking about? When I see a woman spreading her legs, I'm not thinking like, wow, that woman is just aggressive. She's just trying to move in on everybody's space. I don't fucking think that shit. Where does this crap come from?
I'm an aggressive, independent woman.
When I see a woman spreading her legs, it's usually because she's fucking fat and has to. So, that was probably very rude. I'm sorry. Ladies. That's not the only reason. Some women actually take up space.
Nails done, and I man-spread during my entire manicure, and nobody really seemed to notice. I'm not sure if it was because it was all women and we were just all...
I man-spread it through my entire manicure. Nobody noticed. It's
nothing
so cool
happened.
being a man-spreader.
I'm going to talk about how nothing happened when I did it. All right. Well, thanks for sharing.
What a big story. Let's make a big video about this for BuzzFeed.
This is going to be cultural revolution.
Yeah.
Lady has manicure, man-spreaded, nobody noticed. Privilege patriarchy? Question mark.
One reason ladies might man-spread is because they got a yoni egg shoved up there, and it's uncomfortable. So, and they got to let in the energy from the air and the sunlight.
They got to let the chi in somehow.
No wonder these bitches are so dry.
Kind of in our own world or what, but it was kind of awesome.
I'm halfway through the week and really not enjoying this experiment at all. I'm still giving my seat up to people who need it.
Okay.
So don't do it then, you stupid woman.
Yeah. 1 second.
I'm not enjoying this. And nobody cares, so blah, blah, blah.
And they're doing it so ridiculously that they might as well put their fucking legs behind their heads. Like, it's fucking that blatantly stupid that they're up to something. It's like...
Your audio was breaking up a bit, Ron.
I was just saying that... shit, I can't even remember now.
I love how she says... Go ahead.
I was just saying that the way they're doing it is so fucking obvious that it looks like they might as well just put their fucking legs behind their head. It looks ridiculous what they're trying to do.
They look like they're obviously up to something and trying to piss people off by doing it.
Is your audio messed up, Ron? I'm having difficulty hearing you.
Yeah, you keep going in and out.
Shit. Hold on. I'll try and hang up and reach one.
I was just going to say, I think it's funny. She says she's been doing it for a week and it's very uncomfortable for her and she's really not enjoying it, but she still has to make a point. So she's still going to do it. A point that nobody gives a flying fuck about. Nobody's going to watch this video and suddenly come around. I mean, come on. This is made literally just to preach to the fucking choir. And it's a retarded choir.
I mean, to my mind, this is an exposition of first world overprivileged problem creation.
Yeah, what a problem, you know.
Yeah.
Something to complain about.
A big part of the civil rights movement was about the position that men put their legs in, if I remember correctly. That was a real issue when people fought and marched and police dogs were set on folks because men chose to move their own limbs in the way that they wanted. You know what? I will support anybody's right to do their thing, but when someone says your leg position is offensive to me, I might just tell them to go and fuck themselves.
You know what? Like, this lady can spread her fucking legs all she wants. If you're sitting on the bus and you're just going like this, of course people are gonna fucking look at you because it's weird. And when guys, I'm getting thrown off by my screaming dogs. When guys do that shit, a lot of times it's because their fucking balls are tucked in between their legs, and it's uncomfortable to squeeze your legs together when your balls are there. So that's why they do it. It's not because they're trying to be aggressive. You may be perceiving that because you're projecting your own bullshit, but that's not why it's happening. Guys are not doing it to be aggressive.
And you know, I mean, there's a medical thing here too. If your testicles get overheated, then your fertility drops. So are these ladies actually saying that we should compromise our fertility for their social comfort? Because
that's right.
I'd like to see the flip side of that. So, yeah, if someone has an issue with how I move and position my own body, they can deal with it. This is the most absurd thing. Hello? Is anybody there?
I'm back.
You're back? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Ron,
so
are you there?
No.
Oh, I guess. I'm sorry. I just left you here by yourself. I thought Ron was back. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. I was just saying that the position of my limbs is not the concern of a social justice warrior.
Well, apparently she's super concerned about it, but I don't know. We can do a final video.
Because
just a little bit. I will watch a little more of this.
what is it between their legs that's so important that it requires 2 to 3 seats when there are kids, families, women, and elderly people standing up?
I saw a guy who was taking up...
You show me one guy that's taking up 2 or 3 seats.
Maybe 2 if he's a big fat bastard, but 3 seats? What kind of guy like man spread? Is this a thing that you really see? Like dudes just taking up 3 seats? I don't fucking see that shit.
No,
I
and she
don't
asked,
ride public transportation either, so.
what's so important between the legs? Well, our genitals, the big danglies.
The nuts and the penis.
Yeah. 2 or 3
Typically
seats.
want to protect those. Ron, are you there?
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can.
Alrighty. Oh,
Well,
I
while
see
you were gone, these ladies made a convincing argument, and now Doc and I are actually on their side.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a document signed by the social justice warriors elite on how I am allowed to position my limbs to defeat the patriarchy.
So you're completely okay with the man squishing their legs together so hard that they make themselves sterile and impotent forever?
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah,
we believe that the world's overpopulated.
Do you believe women should be allowed to get so fat?
Yeah, you know what? What I believe is that women should be allowed to woman spread, but men should not be allowed to man spread. So that's what I believe.
Yeah, and you know what? If this is a made up problem, And I think it's absolutely ridiculous, and it's doing no service to the feminist movement. It just makes them look absurd.
No, they're just parroting their most extremely retarded rhetoric back at each other just for reinforcement.
2 seats. When I sat down,
It's interesting that no one outside of that circle, that echo chamber, has a problem with this.
Well,
if you look at the staff of BuzzFeed, though, they all look exactly like this bitch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I spread my legs out, which kind of pushed his leg into his own seat, and he turned to me and gave me a dirty look and said, "Seriously?"
Women are expected. You were behaving like a weirdo, like,
yeah,
I got a vagina.
So she sat next to some guy. She sat next to some guy with her video camera out, and she just spreads her legs and pushes his legs to the side, and she can't believe when he looks at her in disbelief. She just can't understand why he would do something like that.
It's fucking stupidest shit I ever heard in my life. Find something better to complain about. This is first world fucking bitching right here, folks.
She's triggered by you saying
To be quiet, small, and almost invisible, whereas men can be this boisterous slobs, and it's all good.
Today, instead of
there's a dude laying on the seat of a bus. No women have ever done that. That's male privilege. Only men.
I've never seen a drunk, passed out slut and everybody boo-hooing about it.
Yeah, that's right.
feeling the confidence that I've kind of been feeling the rest of the week, I started to feel a little guilty. While I was sitting there taking up 2 seats, a guy came up to sit next to me, and instead of moving over like I normally would, I kind of just had to sit there with my legs out, and instead of saying something.
Wow, what a bitch. I felt bad for not letting a guy sit in the seat because I wanted to take up 2 seats just to do my stupid social experiment that has no real effect on anything. Okay, bitch.
I just
whatever.
kind of need to air my vagina out once in a while.
I felt
Nobody
a little
minds
guilty.
if you do that.
Yeah.
I got a manicure and no one cared that I did it.
Yeah, does that not tell you something? This is
retarded.
There is no battle being fought here. The only people who are fighting are you and your feminist friends.
They actually got money to make this shit. That's what's funny to me. I'm gonna complain about something that didn't happen. When I went to the manicure place, I manspread it and no one cared.
Yeah, she's going to make she was hoping for outrage, but then since there was no outrage, she'll just bitch about how outraged it is that no one was outraged.
Yeah.
They didn't even notice my misogyny and my rapist culture.
Yeah. You know what? I'm finished being an apologist for these idiots. You know, let's...
You can make money off of it, though.
Hey, y'all.
Guys, I think we have time for one final video.
Exploit the weak. That's very Satanist of you. Antoine Corinne would be proud.
Well, good for him. So this video is called I'm Gone Break the Code. And it's everyone's favorite witch who thinks that farts and queefs are entities that your body gives birth to. So
she got
you guys
shit
forgot.
Hanging off her head.
Yeah. By the way, you can buy her love potions, but if they don't work, it's because you didn't put enough of your financial energy into it. So if they don't work, it's your guys. But give it a shot anyway. Why not?
That's all y'all
Kind of like
bad,
gambling,
son.
except you'll definitely lose. Anyway.
Yeah, gambling without the upside.
So I'm back.
I got some.
So y'all listen. If you are like Mama, you are a shaman. You travel to other realms. You need to be aware that your
Her voice is fucking great, man. And she's a shaman.
If you likes mamas, you travels to other realms, just like Mama do. And Mama say that you need to eat on this popsicle. Be a good boy. I'm sorry, I love that voice.
Yeah, that's a pretty good voice.
Does she ever say butthole? Because I really need her to do that.
I could see her saying butthole. And entity came out of your
buttholes in
butthole.
other realms.
Burning buttholes.
Burning booty all up in your astral spheres.
Most people don't know that. But when you queef, that's an entity. Okay.
So I had a whole bunch of high fiber brand stuff, and there were entities everywhere.
You're going to be giving birth all night, buddy.
My whole
Oh, by the
bedroom
way,
is like,
now that you mention it, update on the rubber smell. Still got it.
Oh, God. Really?
It's pretty hideous.
Terrible, man. Stick the wizard spray up your ring. That'll do it.
You're being haunted by a very dark entity then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's haunting your colon.
Yeah, it's haunting your colon. Hey, Patrick John Colon, why haven't we thought of that? We've had so many.
Why isn't whispering farts in the Bible?
Whispering farts. Oh, shit, whispering farts. That was a good one. Forgot about that one.
Yeah, like I had chanting farts coming out of my ass. James Manning says nothing about it.
Yeah, well, that's the onset of the burning butthole syndrome.
I should have remembered all this way earlier in the show.
Yeah, dude, your butthole starts whispering demonic curses, and then suddenly flames start belching out of your asshole because a portal to hell is opened up in your sphincter. So, it's coming. And you need Spirit Tree Naima's burning butthole potion to get rid of it.
TV.
29.5.
Yeah, but if it doesn't work, that's your fault.
The television.
Oh, so she's about to say something really awesome.
What? All of this stuff. TVs, all the television, okay? Those boxes, like direct TV boxes and Dish Network boxes, government boxes. You understand what I'm saying? Cable boxes.
Government boxes, man.
They're government boxes. Your direct TV box is there to spy on you guys. Totally. There's no easier way for the government to do it. They just use direct TV boxes.
Especially if you don't subscribe to DirecTV. They're the ones that target the most.
That's right.
These Androids and iPhones, laptops, they are a portal directly into other dimensions. See, people don't even know that.
Somebody tell me how I can find that app, because I have never gone to another dimension on my fucking iPhone. What is he talking about?
Snap-a-diddle-doodle.
How does it work?
Patrick can do it. He can time travel and interdimensionally switch, and he doesn't even need an iPhone.
Well, they're both shamans, so that would explain their similar capabilities. Although I guess Patrick is a more elevated shaman than her if he doesn't need the iPhone to travel to other dimensions.
Yeah, but he had to hand that in when he retired, so he just gets to travel to different dimensions off-peak now because he's retired.
I'm trying to figure out, when she says travel to other dimensions, does she mean like you can look at things that will open your mind in different ways? Or is she literally saying that a fucking dimensional gateway opens up, like because your electronic devices?
I think it's probably the second one, given that...
I think she's saying it's literal.
She has bowel entities and things.
Yeah, let's let her explain some more.
You can put your cell phone in the bed with you. And you can travel all over the place.
Oh, okay. So it's actually like a device that if you have it near you, it will allow you to astrally travel. Wow.
That makes
if you put your phone in the bed with you.
Totally legit.
Makes sense. You know, I sleep, my phone is in the bed, honestly, because it's charging by the charger by my wall. I haven't actually astrally traveled, though. And I have a pretty good phone, so maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know.
Well, you're not a shaman, and I don't think
I am a shaman. Don't you say I'm not a shaman. How dare you, sir?
The fact that you don't have a butthole afterburner means you're not really gay.
That's true. I don't have that yet.
And there hasn't been one time that I've seen you make a video about smelling dick and butt to check if another man is cheating.
Oh my God. Oh, there's one we missed, guys. Patrick's first posting on Periscope after he retired, on Instagram, was him lip syncing to a song called Smell Your Dick.
Oh, yeah. Ron knows about that song.
We'll get flagged. Yeah, I had a girl play that for me once as she sniffed my dick to make sure I did not cheat.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow,
nice.
He used to be able to...
You better let me smell your dick, boy.
That's how she sounded when she said it?
That's exactly what she sounded like.
Does your dick smell like it's actually an entity, though? It's not smell at all.
Direct yourself to go into the places you want to go to. Not only going into the places you want to go to, but going to places that's going to make a significant change for you here for the better. Because that's where we at right now. See what I'm saying? I be going all over the place. I don't even want to go to them. Ain't even interested in going to them, but I'm going to them. Now I'm on lockdown. Okay?
So if you sleep with your phone in the bed, you can try the other dimension. Will help improve your life here in the real world. So there you go, guys. Shamanic tips.
Can you send yourself a postcard from a different dimension so you know you were actually there? Or are you just talking about dreaming, you insane maniac?
Her dreams must be fun. I bet they're awesome.
No. See, Mama like to sleep with the phone in the bed because the vibrate mode feels real good when you have it in that little special slot for the phone. And see, I charge my phone with my vaginal chakra.
Yeah, that's how she charges it. She puts the end of the USB cord in there and just plugs it into the phone because she's a being of pure energy.
I'm on lockdown because I am on my way.
Special like that.
I'm surprised she's not charging people for this advice, though.
To unlocking some mysteries and shit, because if I wasn't, y'all see that intense light? Look
Ain't
at
that such a brilliant line right there? Unlocking some mysteries and shit.
She's saying that the intense light in the background has something to do with her magical capabilities. Like, no, that's called sunlight, retard. When
Did y'all know that there's
sunlight,
a
this is what you get.
Did y'all know that there's actually a spherical body of light that exists outside up in the sky, and it comes through your blinds once in a while when you're making a video, and you get to go, woo!
And it is an entity. It's alive.
Fucking Patrick did the same shit. He's all like, oh yeah, check this out. I got me some, well, he don't sound like that. But he's like, oh yeah, check it out. I got like some beams of light coming through my blinds. I'm really shamanic right now.
Her and Patrick aren't too different, really.
So
They really
I am
aren't.
on my way to
One got a
unlocking
body, though.
something that they don't want me to mess with.
I'd rather fuck her than Patrick, though.
And that really is like making me want to go to sleep tonight, put my device by me. Last time I lost the cell phone, it fried. I told y'all about that. That following morning, I was going to take pictures. I want to take pictures of where I was. So I had my phone with me in one of these realms because I want to take photos of what it looked like.
Yeah, here we go. The one time she had her phone with her in the realm, it fried, so she couldn't take any pictures of the place that she was never in.
Yeah, she was attacked by demons. They fried her phone. So, or one of her queefs fried it out. One of her queefs became self-aware and destroyed that cell phone. So,
got right into the SIM card and just fried that shit.
She's just rambling about shit. I mean, what do you think? Do you think she's mentally ill, or do you think she's just like a dirty scammer? What do you think?
I don't think she's a scammer. I think she's absolutely insane.
Well, she's definitely a scammer, but she may also be insane.
Well, I actually have the exact opposite opinion. I got a feeling that this is a persona that she's created and started fucking selling to people, a lot like Patrick. But I don't know if she completely believes her garbage quite yet. She hasn't done anything for me to believe she's dedicated to what she's doing.
Yeah,
that's the mystery of retards. You never really know how much of it is an act with anyone.
And it's a sliding scale because often it starts as an act and then it turns into something else.
Yeah, or it starts as insanity and then they slowly realize that they're insane but keep it going because they're making money off of it. Christine Pavlina.
Teal one.
No, she's abjectly insane.
She's a self-aware scammer too. Her brother Steve Pavlina was a fucking 90s motivational speaker. And his ex-wife was a psychic who Christine Pavlina took her program to learn how to become a psychic. So there's an element of scammery, but Christine is batshit insane as well. So
most people that have like motivational speaker or something as like a profession, they were usually talking shit 90% of the time. That's all that means to me, is that they're good at talking shit.
Yeah, it's just feel good bullshit. So
yeah, I mean, I can get up and give an hour's presentation that will leave people inspired, but with an entire absence of any content, just by the way I say the words.
Yeah,
and you give them
it's
exactly what they want, and you feed into them, and you get them all wired up, and then you bring them down, and it's just like playing a set of music. It doesn't matter what you say. If you say it in the way that's expected, people will pay you money for it. And that's why I don't do that for a living.
Sometimes it seems so tempting, though, doesn't it, to just be a bullshit artist?
Honesty is the thing.
Any one of us could have chose to do that.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And instead, we're not. So
yeah.
That's right.
I mean, I've done a theater thing where it was cold reading and magic and mind reading and stuff like that. And it's the kind of thing you can teach someone with a pretty basic level of intelligence to do effectively in about an hour.
Yeah, well, it's really just an acquired skill. It's about spinning your wheels. But I guess we should get some final thoughts out. As far as final thoughts go, I don't really have any. Just don't be a retard, okay, guys? That's my final thought. You may end up on this show.
Mine is, no matter how weird something appears to you, someone else is doing something weirder and getting paid for it.
You're not as weird as you think you are, no matter how weird you are. If you eat piss rooms, I bet there's somebody out there who does something way creepier.
And someone is reading your future from stains on their own underwear.
That's hot. Everyone should do that. Yeah, I can't believe we found panty. See, I thought you were joking when you said that she reads the future from her panties, but
no, she does.
We got to watch some videos like that. That was pretty amazing.
I'll try and get some of the bunghole fortune teller as well.
Bunghole fortune teller. So that's also not a joke?
No, that's a thing.
She doesn't. There are no bungholes shown in the video, right?
Well, we could bedazzle them. We'll put a little thing over the bunghole.
Is it like a Xerox butthole?
Yeah, she can do it live or distant by Xerox, or you
if
can.
If she can get away with showing it, we probably can too. But you never know. I mean, if this is really fucking touchy, like I got flagged for showing that shit stir video because it was graphic content, but the video remains up. Just my reaction to it got flagged down for graphic content. So I never know what's okay to do at this point.
Oh, can I give another final thought if I'm not treading on toes?
Yeah, we're spinning our wheels till Ron comes back from whatever oblivion he's entered.
Yeah. Videos being left
taking
up.
a piss right now and trying to see if I can grow a shroom. Be right back.
Okie dokie.
Copyrights and videos being left up. Today, my only copyright strike from Amanda Saved by Grace expired. I used some of her video. She flagged it and then made a lovely video forgiving me for it, but did not remove the flag. So there's real Christian values right there. She forgave me, but didn't act on it. And the other strike that I had was for putting up a video in which a certain douchebag waved a weapon and threatened one of my friends by name. But I was given a strike for inappropriate content, while his video with the death threats and the weapon remains up.
It doesn't make any sense. You can show the guy making the death threat, and if you show it, you can take the flag. I guess maybe it's just because not enough people are flagging his original video. I don't fucking know. But we know this guy will sit around and flag your video all fucking day if you mention his name. So,
So thanks, YouTube. I know it's not a perfect system, and
it's fucking weird, man.
It doesn't matter to me because I don't make an income from this. But this is the kind of thing that can have a significant economic impact on people who are just making their living. So be cautious where and when you flag, and be aware that a reasonable challenge to a flag, i.e. me saying, this guy broke the law and threatened my friend and I'm publicizing it, rejected, inappropriate content.
Yeah. It's like they hold you accountable for his statement because you show his statement. Ron had the same issue with a flagging too, from the same fucking guy. I think for the same video.
But overall, the worst thing that this character can do to me, in the same way as the worst thing that the ever-forgiving Christian nutcases can do, is have my channel taken down. And if that's the worst thing, go for it. You know, it kind of gives me an impression that I'm hitting some sensitive spots when people respond in that way.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think real people don't watch the videos when you do the appeal, because I still don't understand how my showing the person stirring his or her shit can be considered graphic content, but then the original video of the person doing it is not considered graphic content. So I don't understand how I can be held accountable for that by simply
Their
showing
video
something.
was scientific. Your video was mean.
Yeah, but graphic content has nothing to do with how mean I was.
Yeah.
But whatever.
You were graphically mean. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Ron, do you have any final thoughts?
We're doing final thoughts already?
Yeah.
Check us out next time, and we're totally awesome dudes that you need to listen to always.
That's right. We know, we know what's best for you.
Especially me.
But most especially Greg.
I can't even say that with a straight face, guys. Don't listen to me. I'm horrible.
You're not horrible. You're
terrible. I'm a fucking retard to take shirts off for my friends, and they giggle
guys,
at me.
We're going to start a dirty underwear business. We're all going to sell our dirty underwear starting next week.
That's right.
So mine will be the most expensive. So
mine are
Save up.
$high gems, and I do mean gems, like they shine.
Buy
With
one, get one
grease.
free. Also, we might do our own line of piss shrooms.
Yeah, the Psychic Vampires Scratch and Sniff 2-for-1 underwear offer.
Stay tuned for the next one. Hashtag BYOP. Bring your own pee. We'll see you there.
Yeah. We'll see you guys on Thursday at 8:30 Eastern Time. Thanks for joining us for the, it's not impromptu, but this isn't our usual time slot. So thanks for joining us, everyone.
Yeah. We're going to try to do this every other Sunday, though, right?
I'm going to try to do it whenever we
Depending
can.
on how things go.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll try to shit out some comedic stuff.
Indeed.
And make you guys laugh and watch a show and have something to do for an hour or two.
Yeah. I'm sorry for the shorter episode tonight. Just, that's how it goes.
Okay, guys. It's been good.
Yep. Thanks for joining.
Everybody.
Adios, guys.
Okay, take care.
Bye. Be sure to save your dirty panties, guys.
Yes, send a tweet. Never mind. Well, I'm going to say anyway. Tweet Ron all your dirty underwear pics.
At Young Nerp, NURP, YUNG.
You may regret doing that.
No, I want to see your dirty stuff. Send it. But
all right, guys.
At least be gentle, though.
No, be as graphic as you can. Adios.